We live, baby.
We live, baby. I'm still trying to take the thing off the screen.
Dang, Jimbo.
We live, baby. We live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another morning of the family barbecue. They love us,
Early
coach.
morning barbecue.
They love us, coach. They love us. This your boy B, man.
It's your boy Coach A.
And it's your boy, Chef Jimbo.
Yes, sir. And we are your hosts for Family Talk. Let's discuss it, man. Hey, man, it's glad to be on here with you boys as always, man. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling out there?
I'm good, man. Mental health at a 10. You know, we waiting any minute now. I gotta keep checking
I'm about
around
to
because the
say
baby's coming.
we got a baby coming pretty soon for you, coach.
Exactly. So you might see the
Jimbo, man, where you at? Mental health check.
Man, I got my tea. Got my
Yes,
peppermint
sir.
tea with
Yes,
lemon.
sir.
Some good old
cold or hot.
local hot. What you talking about, big dog? Some good old local honey.
Uh-huh.
Man, I got my Impact shirt on.
I see you.
You
I
did
see
what I'm
you.
saying, Coach A. Shout to Coach A, man. Impact. Last night's show was great, and man,
I
I'm
saw
good.
last night's show, man. Y'all had a good show last night.
I saw your punt tail in the comments.
Hey, boy. I was just trying to show my dogs some love on Impact.
Yes.
You know what
Big
I'm
time.
saying?
You need that. You need to show your face. That's what you need to do.
Come
You need
on.
to show my face?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to get on Impact, man.
You know I keep the heat off you. It ain't that type of show. So
I got you. I got to get on Impact, man. I got to get on.
shout out to Howard, Rochelle. We got some
Good morning, y'all.
people
Y'all
in
come
here.
on here,
Rochelle
pop
Howard.
in, man.
What's up, y'all?
Good morning,
Howard.
y'all. Good morning.
Howard was supposed to be on Impact too. What happened to you, man? What happened to you, man? What you don't? We're looking for you, man.
Yeah, we all need to
Don't get them lying now.
Mental health for your boys on the 10, man. It's been a great week. Awesome start to the week here. Can't wait to take a nap.
He said you can't wait to take a nap.
Yeah, man, I need a nap today. I usually don't take it, but I need a nap.
You need a nap already at 9 a.m. in the morning.
No, it'd be like that sometimes, bro.
Hey, dude,
It'd be like that sometimes.
What up, Nate?
Nate,
you supposed to
Nate,
be
Rhea in the house.
Rhea, what's good? Hey, man, y'all foul in. Y'all get comfortable. We're going to get back with y'all. We got Coach A and his news coming up. I got a baby crying in the background, so we're going to go into the intro.
Tell them I ain't mad, they ain't no. You know I ain't mad if you love it. Can't nobody ever take this moment from me. So nigga, while I got it, the fuck it, it's all good. It's all good. Straight up, it's all
Jimmy, do you
good.
not know that dumping the ball off to your big man gets him and motivates him?
Tell them I ain't mad if they ain't know. You know I ain't mad if you love it. Can't nobody ever take this moment from me.
I don't want no smoke over there. I heard her tell somebody out in traffic. I don't want no problem with that.
For real. I'm like, no part
I don't
of
want
that.
no problems with that.
And then Coach A come in with the slow music.
Yeah. hey, Coach, serenade him real quick, Coach.
say what?
So serenade him real quick.
That's Jimmy style, you know.
News
Like, who
with
that?
Coach
Who
A.
that? Y'all ready for the news?
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
into it.
Wakey, it's breakfast time.
Morning is upon us.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy, Coach A. I got the news for the family talk. Good morning. If you sitting down, get up. Sit down. If you standing up, whatever you need to do to get comfortable, get your eggs, get your breakfast going. What's up? It's family talk in the morning. News with Coach A. So listen, fellas, y'all heard of Kyle Rittenhouse in the morning. Jody, turn that thing down. Thank you. So
I'm muting him, coach.
Yes, sir. So listen, we got the trial coming up for Kyle Rittenhouse, the 18-year-old from Antioch, Illinois, will stand trial November 1st for the shooting of 3 men, 2 of whom died in the aftermath of a demonstration in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Right, this was last August. Last August, the protest in Kenosha erupted after Rittenhouse and Kenosha police officers shot and wounded Jacob Blake. Y'all remember that incident with Jacob Blake? So they had a protest after that. So they had this kid Rittenhouse come out there. He was out there seeing help painting and stuff like that. Supposedly he was there to protect the businesses and stuff like that because they was having a lot of riots and stuff going on. Well, during the process of that night, he ended up getting into altercations with several people in which he fired his weapon. You know, you can see video. If you look it up, it shows video of one person hitting him, knocking him down with a skateboard and stomping him and stuff like that. And so he ended up shooting, and 2 of them got killed. So his trial is coming up. What's interesting about that is that the judge decided that they was not going to allow the word victim to be used in the courtroom to describe the people that were shot. So, you know, I thought that was a lot of people were saying that was interesting because, you know, victim is a loaded word. And I can understand from that standpoint because they was just as guilty. When you watch the video, obviously they look just as guilty as him being violent. So to think that they were just random victims would be unfair. So what's y'all take on that briefly, fellas?
First of all, an 18-year-old white boy walking around a rally for a protest for a black man getting unarmed with an AR-15. You were looking for trouble. You were looking for conflict. You were looking for an issue, and you got it. And you shot and killed 3 people. You shot and killed 2 people, and you injured 1. And for them to be like, oh, they can't say the word victim. Well, you can't use it in self-defense because if I walk around with my gun out, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm looking for an issue. So he was looking for an issue, and he found one. And I feel like he's guilty. I feel like you shouldn't let him off the hook just like that easy. Like, bro, you walked around. And first of all, you're not even supposed to have one. The legal age to have an AR-15 is 21. So you weren't even old enough to have one. So he was walking around looking for a problem, and he found one.
Right. So let me ask you this. So even if he was, so do that give people the right to attack?
To riot?
No, not riot. We ain't even talking about that. To attack him. Do that give people the right to attack him?
I mean, first of all, why would you attack somebody? Why would you attack somebody with an AR-15?
So if somebody attack him, what is he supposed to do?
You got to defend yourself.
So you already contradicted yourself.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what is Jody talking about?
From the jump, you already contradicted
myself.
Yes, you are.
It's like you walked around looking for a problem.
He got attacked.
You're not.
How you know he was looking for a problem though? Do you walk around with your gun? You keep your gun on you. I keep my gun on me. I don't want a problem.
Jody know because he walk around looking for a problem.
I don't want a problem.
If I walk, Jimmy, because I walk around with my pistol, right? Mine concealed. Don't nobody know I got it until it's time for it to go off, right? Now, if I walk around a Trump rally with my AR-15 strapped to my shoulder as a black man,
it wasn't a Trump rally.
But I'm just saying it's the same
thing.
thing.
If you was at one, I got you.
If I was at one with my rifle, walk around with it out and about, somebody would be kind of like, bro, why you here? Like, kind of like you looking for an issue.
Yeah.
And that's what he did.
Okay.
I can understand that. But he said he was there to help, to protect the businesses. You know, people don't realize that you are part of, you know, you can protect yourself in self-defense and to a certain degree property as well. You know that.
That boy lived an hour away from where that stuff happened at. And his first excuse was, I'm not there to protect businesses. I'm there to administrate first aid. He had this little janky ass little first aid cap, a little cap on his hip. And he was there administering first aid.
Why I gotta be janky if we can save somebody?
But if you really was administering first aid, you would have had a whole bag. You got a little janky ass little thing on your hip.
That's all he could afford. He spent his money on the protection. That's all that was left over.
then how you going to admit at first date if you spend all your money on the shit that you were supposed to be there for?
Well, if you shoot somebody, you might have to revive them till the people get there. You don't know what was in his head, man. You don't know what he said he was there. He said he was there protecting the businesses. But nonetheless, if he was there for a problem, he found it. Somebody attacked him. So I mean, I agree with you in that sense that, he might, if you come up there with a gun and, and somebody's rioting and stuff like that, you probably looking for a problem. I agree with you in that sense, and you found it. But that don't give people the right to attack you.
You're right. I don't give them the right to attack.
Because you have a gun, you don't need to be attacked.
Yeah.
But it's stupid because why would you attack somebody when you see with a gun out? So it's like you attacking him was dumb on your part. But at the same time, it's just like, but what did you think was going to happen? You know what I'm saying? It's like, we ain't talking about the rioting because rioting is wrong. I don't care what you're rioting about. But
I like that comment.
It is. I don't condone it. It's not okay. Matter of fact, I cussed a couple of people out. Matter of fact, I did my own live earlier this year. And I
loved you. You think I loved you before, man? It just went up.
I told them all the people was walking around here talking about we finna go to UTC. I said, you bring your stupid ass up in my neighborhood, you getting shot. I'm gonna shoot you my damn self. They just opened all these stores back up and y'all dumb idiots talking about y'all finna come up here and riot. I'm gonna shoot y'all idiots my damn self. Don't you bring your ass over here in these white people neighborhood acting like you ain't got no damn sense. I said, I hope they open up the tear gas on
y'all.
Hey,
listen, no homo, but I just fell in love with Jody all over.
I so appreciate it.
So listen, we moving forward. The next thing I got, listen to this. The Biden administration is in talks of offering immigrant families that were separated during the Trump administration around $450,000 a person in compensation, according to people familiar with the matter, as several agencies work to resolve lawsuits filed on behalf of parents and children who say the government subjected them to lasting psychological trauma. And of course, this is from kids separated from their parents, during that whole Trump administration thing when it was, collecting immigrants and people that was trying to cross the border. So what do y'all think about that?
What I think about it? Good morning, Akila. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, Amanda.
Absolutely.
That's what I think about it.
Good morning.
I thought Jim was going to have something behind it. I like that, Jim. That's what I think about it. What up, Dante?
Boy, don't get me started on this mess. I'm going to sit in my corner. Jody, I just know you going to say something good this one time. I know you're going to say something good this one time.
Jody I agree with. It's a good thing. He already said
No. Hold up. So these people got all this money to give these immigrants, but they ain't never got no money to give black folks.
Hey, but you want to know what Joe Biden and these folks said about when we asked about reparations? Oh, it's not enough money for that. That's what they told us.
Hey, we take half of that $450,000. You give every black person $200,000. We'll be straight with that. I'll be happy with $200,000.
Man. Hey,
I'm happy with another stimulus check.
Hey, I sent this story in our group chat, and then my caption was, "Well, I'm glad I'm not black," because Joe Biden was like, "If you don't vote for me, you ain't black." Because I ain't vote for your tail. You couldn't give me $1 trillion to vote for you.
Hold on,
now you see what? Nah, I can't sell my soul for that. Hey,
you get what you asked for.
Yep, you get what you asked. Shoot.
Some of this stuff that's coming out is stuff that I was posting all last year. I wouldn't say all last year, but a few months I posted like some of the curriculum in schools, how they was changing kids, changing the curriculum to get kids to be more sensitive and to understand to be able to choose their sex and stuff like that. A lot of this stuff came out last year and people didn't believe it, and it's coming to pass now. But moving forward, listen to this. A violent week of fistfights at a Louisiana high school led to the arrest of at least 22 students last month. So a group of concerned fathers decided enough was enough. They formed a volunteer group called Dads on Duty and began roaming the halls of Southwood High School in Shreveport to calm students, spread positivity, and to keep the peace. So far, it's working. A group of about 40 fathers wearing Dads on Duty t-shirts patrol the campus every weekday on different shifts, working as a community leader and liaison. Since they started the initiative, there has been no fighting, zero, zilch, nada, not one.
I wish we had the video of this.
Dads. We
I
all
wish we had the video of this. That's beautiful story.
Ain't most of them black dads too? Look at y'all
Yeah.
black people standing up. And
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
man.
Beautiful,
That's
beautiful
awesome.
story.
That's awesome. I love that.
Black
Dad.
I love it, man. Man, that
Awesome.
hey,
Yeah, that sounds like
when-
some Coach A will start. To be honest with you, Coach A. Like,
tell me about it. I'm trying.
That sounds like
Listen, we
Hey,
instead
we
of
need to
putting
figure
all
out how
this,
to get it in our community, y'all. We need to
yeah,
get
instead
that
of putting
in our
all the
community.
money, sending to school, giving them extra money for, officers and resource officers and stuff like that, we can put something in the dad's pocket that come and work on the campus. That'd be
Exactly.
perfect.
I
Like
love it,
everybody
man.
get about $100 for the day. You spend about 2 hours in your however many shifts you do. Man, tell me that wouldn't make a difference because can't nobody.
Mhm.
I ain't
Yep.
even the dad, and hell, I do it. I'll ride around the halls. Hey, what, you look like you about to fight? I wish the hell you would.
They gonna love you in the high school,
Bro, when I saw that on the news, man, I ain't gonna lie. I got sentimental, bro. I love that. I got sentimental. I can't lie,
It is awesome.
man.
It is.
Uncle
Black men
Pudge.
step up.
Uncle
Black men
Pudge.
step up like that. Uncle Pudge, what's good?
What's happening, people?
You the
Nothing much,
man.
What's up, young man?
How you
All
doing?
right, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
So that's it for the news. So our news section. Appreciate everybody.
Hold on. Uncle Pudge,
What's going on?
you heard about what the fathers did? It's Louisiana, right?
Yeah, it was in Louisiana.
You heard about that? How you think? How you
40
feel?
dads.
How you
Yeah.
feel about that?
How you feel
Let me
about
tell
that,
you
bro?
something, man. This is
Look at
the problem.
Look at
That's
them
good that
guns.
the dads
40 dads
stepped
in
up
one
and
arm.
stuff, but the problem is they took the power away from teachers in the school. If you return the power to the teachers in the school, then the dads don't need to do that.
No.
But I'm glad they did step up, and because they wanted the school to be peaceful. Now, hold on. Did somebody say they disagree with that?
Yes, Coach A said he disagreed.
Okay, Coach, why you disagree with that? Because I work in schools. I've
Right.
worked in schools for the
teachers
past 12
teachers-
years.
The teachers never had power. They never.
What
really
school
had
you
power.
went to?
The only thing they can do is they was allowed to discipline you. But
That's what I'm saying.
True power comes from home. You change behavior from home. Do you send your kids to school to learn how to be a man or to learn? True power comes from home, from the parents. And if there's a way you can take that power and take it to the school, that's why it makes a difference. That's why you had none of those kids. They said it worked. They ain't had no fights. Because who gonna snatch their kid up quicker than they dad? The dad is the strongest structure on earth. So imagine a bunch of dads. You see your kid getting ready to get a fight. Tell me you not finna snatch him up and be like, "What's wrong with you, boy? You better get to class." You know these kids.
Well, we know that.
Like that.
But when
Man,
I'm talking about the power in school, the discipline, okay, kids understand where they can go and what they can do in certain environments. Kids know that. You can tell if you ever watched your kids, like kids act different with their mom than their dad and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, for me, I get all sorts of reports from my kids' mothers, and I'm like, well, they don't do that here.
Exactly.
Like
you there.
I mean, but I'm like, so if you return the discipline to school, kids come to school be like, well, we can't do that here. Because I've seen plenty of kids who can do certain things at home and get away with certain things, but come to school and don't do those things. Because they know in this environment it's not going to be tolerated. But it's a collaborative thing. Parents have to work with the schools. Schools have to work with the parents.
But discipline only works out. Let me say this real quick. Discipline only works out of respect. I worked at one of the hardest institutions when it comes to dealing with kids, and that's the detention center. And we had to force kids to go to school. Kids don't even respect law enforcement, let alone school teachers, right? The difference is when you gain the kids' respect and they know that you care about them, they'll change. I can walk in with 25 kids and I just tell them to zip their mouth up and they will be quiet. And we talking about detention kids that got in there for disrespecting teachers and doing all this. And the reason being is because you gain their respect. They understood that Officer Mays was not there to hurt them. He cares about them. And so therefore they respond to that. And so
Of course.
so you have teachers now in school systems that has the same respect. They can get kids to pay attention and get kids to listen. So it's not that it's not there, but it's always should be always there from the home, from the parent.
Now to speak on what Telly, first I disagreed with you, but then you said something afterwards I agreed with, and to touch on what Rhea said, there's no kids don't have respect for students, and it goes both ways, because when I was growing up and in school, everything started at home. I had my mom, her rule was this: I don't care what them teachers do. She say, you bet not disrespect them. Because the moment you disrespect them, now you in the wrong. And I'm going to handle you. But if they disrespect you and you stay respectful, I'm going to go to school and I'm going to take care of them. And I'm going to have your back. If you disrespect them, I can't have your back.
So let me ask this, Uncle Pudge, because you said it was a problem. So, and this is how I look at it, with the dads being in the schools, wouldn't that give the teachers take a toll off of their back? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I said it's a good thing. It's a good thing because those dads stepped up. But I said the problem is the schools are handicapped, man. They handcuffed. Because once again, those dads doing that is fantastic. I mean, my mom, when I was growing up, she used to just come up to the school just out of nowhere. Just wouldn't even tell us. Just I look up, I'm looking at the door, she's standing there looking. I'm like, man, that's crazy. So like, I'm looking like, where you come from? She like, get back to work. I'm like, all right. But luckily I was working when she popped up, and I've always had it. And I told my kids that you never know where I'm at. You think I may be at work, I might be off. I'll pop up on them. So them dads, when I seen that, I'm like 40 dads. I was like, man, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool because they care about that school. They care about them students. And what I was saying, well, it should have never had to come to that.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, yeah. It should never had to come to that. Where you had to give 40 dads or 40 moms to come up there and monitor, the school and stuff, man, because I'm pretty sure them guys, they got to go to work and stuff, and, they got other things to take care of instead of sitting up at this school, because I believe it was high school, right?
Yep, high school.
These are young adults, and they about steps away from becoming adults. 18 out in this world, and they acting like this. That's crazy.
But cats was fighting in high school in our days too.
Yeah. Oh, dude, trust me, I know they was fighting, but to that extent,
yeah, they had 22 kids was arrested.
That's crazy.
And I didn't.
But that's what they do now. They arrest kids for fighting now. Back in our day, they weren't arresting us like that.
Right, we just went to ISS and that's it. Like you go to ISS, go behind, cool down, and go about your business.
Listen to what I'm telling you. The kids, some of the kids that got arrested was for assaulting, threatening. One kid hit the principal or the assistant principal.
See what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Resource officer. So it wasn't just kids, fighting other kids. They was trying to get at staff as well.
But that's the lack of respect for
yeah, I never thought to threaten a teacher.
It's like we have this thing, right, where it's not what it used to be. Because when I was going to school, I would never. Right, like I'd rather take me to jail because I ain't trying to go home and see my parents because I already know what's up, right? So therefore, I never did that. But then the teachers got to a point where they started to be more hands off. So basically, like I've seen the videos where like it'd be a kid getting jumped, and the teachers are kind of like yelling just to stop because they can't put their hands on the students. So now me as a parent, I'm coming up there mad with the damn teachers. Like, how my kid getting jumped and ain't nobody stop this? Or you got to wait for a correctional officer to come up there and stop the fight. So it's like it's this horrible balance.
Yeah, they must have been scared.
Balance of like, yo, we can't do this and that. So, but it all starts at home. It all
Yeah.
starts at home, and it all starts
That
about taking
respect.
away the power of the teachers too. You know what I'm saying? The teachers don't strike, like the teachers don't have that respect from the students because some of these teachers don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Some of these
That's
teachers
the
just
issue.
like,
You,
I ain't
you,
got-
set
you
them
know
out
what?
for it. That's
you
it.
know what? Y'all kids horrible, so I don't want nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
And
kids
so-
can recognize. They can recognize teachers that's only there to get a check versus teachers that respect them. They recognize that real quick, and they'll tell you that, and their actions will show it too. So to all the
Yeah, I
teachers,
mean,
and if you show interest in the kid, you know, and show them some love and stuff like that, they'll eventually they'll melt. You'll melt their heart, and they'll listen to you. Because some, like I said, some teachers could just walk in the room and kids straighten up. They straighten up just out of that respect.
Bro, we used to have this
Oh,
one
yeah.
teacher in high school, right? My senior year, I couldn't think of his name. He was one of the football coaches too. But I'm talking about one day, bro, we was in there cutting up and everything. And the moment he walked inside that room, bro, we all shut up. Cause we ain't want no smoke with buddy.
But that
bro.
was the respect, though. That's that. That's
Yeah,
the
we all
respect,
hustled. We were like,
you know
hey,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
Coaches
So-
is like that. Coaches have that same respect too. Coaches the same way.
Oh,
like
yeah.
anytime you go into war or a battle or in the trenches with other kids, other people, you build that respect. And so then the kids get used to respecting coaches in that same aspect. So if a coach walk past there, you can tell the kid, and he'll straighten up too.
Oh yeah, my coach was like that when I was in high school. All the teachers and them had to say, "Well, hey, I'm gonna tell Dave. Whoa, we don't want that. Hold on, I'm straight. Hold on, you know, like, hey, my bad. I apologize. Straighten up. Anything, man. I'm gonna tell Dave. Oh, wait. Let's not get extreme here. We can work this out. You know, because my coach.
Dad, don't tell Dave.
Right, don't tell Dave. I mean, don't tell my mama either, but man, Dave was right there. Right, Dave was right there, though. You know, Dave, he come to the class and snatch you out. Like, come here. You know, because, you know, I grew up back in the day where, you know, teachers could paddle kids. You know, and Dave had this big ass.
It wasn't even that. That's right. Dave snatched you out of class, and now you got to deal with Dave. But then
That's what I'm saying.
But when you get home, your mama gonna be looking at you like, "Oh, listen, what happened with Dave had to come get you out of class? Because you already knew
Yeah.
it was."
That phone call home, that phone call to the house, man. That was the scariest moment in a kid's life back when I was growing up, man.
Bro, the
Man,
simplest thing helps too, man. Like some coaches, their kids are you make them do push-ups. Kids will respond to push-ups like, oh man, I don't want to do no push-ups. It's just weird. Like when you have that respect, the simplest thing will get a kid's attention. The simple, you know.
But it's like what you said, Coach. What I've been, like I said, for the past 12, I've been working in schools, and I come to find out just by observing, when you give a shit and put a real interest in kids, they'll respond better to you.
Yeah,
I mean, genuinely give a shit.
Has to be
When you genuine, they'll respond better to you. Because the teachers I work with, you know, and I took some of the worst kids. They said, oh, these kids are hopeless. But I got them to do what they had to do. And the teachers always ask me, how do you do that? What do you do? And I'm like, I can't tell you how to be me. I just do what I do because I actually want to say because your ass is phony. And they know you phony. And they don't respond to that. Y'all full of shit. Y'all here for a paycheck. You know, and they understand real because I told them in the door who I was. Hey, how you doing? Hey, man, you don't want to do that. You know, because I had a student.
Real
I had a
bad
student.
student.
Because I had a student.
Hey, bad
She a
student.
one thug out here in the streets.
Oh, she said she trying to intercept calls.
Is
Yeah.
this Miss Chapman? Yes, it is. Oh yes, your daughter Rhea was acting up today. We had to put her in detention. Okay, that's fine. I'll deal with it. Bye.
Yeah. Hey, that wasn't going on in my house. My
got
mama
out.
didn't go nowhere.
First of all, they had my dad's cell phone number. So what no going home and intercept in the car? You was in trouble by the time he pulled up.
Listen,
I remember
I'ma tell
one
you,
time.
listen, Both my parents worked all day. They left at about 7 to 8:30 in the morning, and they didn't get home till like 4 and 5 o'clock. So you could just imagine anything I was intercepting. If I was skipping school, I was there. If it was a phone call, I was getting it all there.
Oh man, not my house. I remember.
Call my mama direct. So it wasn't
Yeah. I remember when my phone rang, because you say you're gonna get a phone call. So as a kid, I'm thinking, well, about 5 o'clock, if the phone ain't ring, they ain't gonna call then, because the business, man, that phone rang at 8 o'clock. I'm like, who was that? My mama picked up.
Exactly.
My mama picked up and she was talking.
Sweating.
I'm like, who's she talking to?
Yes.
Man, when she hung that phone up, she said, Pudge, come here. I was like, huh? She was like, that was your teacher. I'm looking like, it's 8 o'clock. This motherfucker called. I'm like, she called at 8 o'clock. Man, I got my ass whooped.
Hey, Buzz, listen. One time I got suspended for fighting in school, right? And so I'm like, they gave me 3-day suspension. I'm like, that ain't no thing. I just leave. When my parents go to work, I come back home. Because my parents would take me and my little sister over to my aunt's house, and we would go to school from there because I didn't have to be at school at a certain time. So sure enough, they dropped me off, and they don't nobody know I'm suspended. So I go over to my aunt's house, and then I pretend like I'm walking to school, and then I walk back to my house. My dad is there. He off today. I'm like, oh, man. I had to go back to my aunt's house, and I walked in. She's like, you supposed to be in school? She's like, I got suspended. She was like, already?
No, already? You just left 10 minutes ago.
She's like,
oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Hey, my mama, it was a couple times she act like she ain't know nothing. Wait until I got in the tub.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Then I got it.
She ambushed you.
Hey, Jimbo, she nice to you. She thinks
Yeah.
Want some tea, baby?
Oh, man.
Man, y'all, she nice. She let you slide. My daddy would be like, you know what? That's right. We're gonna take care of this before I leave to go to work in the morning. So now you gotta go the rest of the day. Can't even sleep at night. And then he get you right before he left too. I'm talking about he'll go out there and crank up the car. Then you thinking he done left. And then next thing you know, you get that. Man. I'll be like,
oh, no, man. I remember my mom, she was a ninja. She wouldn't say nothing to you. She'd be like, just go grab you something to eat. You just breezing through the crib like ain't nothing wrong. Man, she'd wait till you go to sleep. Soon as you gone to sleep in that deep, whack him. You like,
oh yeah,
whoa. You wake up like, whoa. Like,
yeah,
man.
Oh, you thought you was finna go to sleep?
Right, you thought, man, dude.
That's like the worst time, man. That's like the worst time.
It is, man. My mom had psychological warfare.
Somebody started hitting you. You feel like the end, like what the heck?
Oh boy!
Out of a deep sleep, man.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
You can hear the belt cut in the air. Pound. You're like, like waking up with pain. Like, man, I remember one time she was like, "Don't worry, I got you." I was like, man, I slept under my bed. I was like, I'm like, you not finna ambush me in my sleep. I'm gonna hear the bed move or something.
They had patience. My mom ain't had no patience. As soon as she found out,
hey man,
she was
had patience.
She could have a robe and pull a belt out of it. I was like, where that belt come from? She was always good.
Oh yeah, but see, that was good parenting, man. That, I mean, it wasn't like that happened all the time, but we used to push her to her tipping point. Like, she'd be like, I ain't talking no more. Like, man, my brothers too. Them mogs, they got me whoopings. I'm like, I used to be sitting there like, she'd tell them, y'all better sit y'all ass down and be quiet because y'all sitting up there. And I told you, and I used to go in there and be like, hey man, y'all sit y'all ass down because she gonna get the whooping. And then she gonna remember what I did. I'm scot free. If y'all man get her started, I'm gonna beat y'all ass when she leave. Like, man, boy, nope,
God.
they never listen. Cause
What up, Nick?
I'm on.
What up, Nick?
What's up, Nick?
We talking about this parents disciplining us because of what we did in school, man.
Yeah, we kind of went on a little rabbit trail.
Yeah, I ain't got too many stories. I was good. I was scared of my mama. I don't know about that.
You ain't get no beating, Brandon?
Oh, we got whoopings now. Don't get it twisted. And I remember one whooping, man. My mama laid us all across the bed, bare booty. All across the bed.
Oh yeah,
Bare booty. And she getting all of us one by one.
yeah, just going down the line.
Man, we got
Like a
whoopings
chair.
like a jerk. Actually,
Wow,
Nick coming on right now. Hey,
Oh, what?
Nick,
Real. That's when you know you got a real mama. When they give you that look, you straighten up. You like, oh,
Nick,
yes, ma'am.
Oh man,
remember that whooping we got?
Never.
We all had bare booty on the bed.
Yeah, but we did something at the house for that.
Yeah, we ain't do nothing in school. Bro. We was
No, our mama told us if she ever got a call from them people, that she was gonna break our back.
yeah.
that one,
You don't mess up in school.
If she ever had to come down from the school and talk to us, it was gonna be over. So she never came down.
we made sure
She came down one time for
She
Nate.
came one time for Nate and me. And that's because Jody got me in trouble.
Hold on, I gotta hear this one. Hold on.
We done talked about it before.
Oh, Miss Aragon. Oh, okay, okay.
First of all, I didn't even get Brandon in trouble. Brandon was the only other black student, and she kicked me out because I was sitting there chilling, and somebody said something, and she was just always picking on me, and I was like, man, whatever, man, I'm out. And she was like, don't you say a word when you leave. And then Brandon looked up, and I was like, stay black, my nigga. I got a referral. Listen, imagine my dad. I get home, and my dad was like, you got suspended for 2 days for making a racial comment. I was like, I told another student to stay black, my nigga, and she gave me a referral. And he was looking at me like, he's like, why are you always doing dumb shit like this? He was like, man, get out my face.
Yeah.
This Aragon called my mama because I sat there and laughed. I laughed. It was funny.
Miss Aragon was infamous for that though. If you did something, she'll get everybody.
She called my mama one time. And that was it.
Hey, you remember when we was little, when we was staying in Sarasota, and we got in trouble for something, and she told all us to bring a switch.
Oh my God.
And Nate brung a switch too. He brung one. She whooped him when it broke, and she told him to go back and get another one.
To be continued.
Yeah, they thought he was slick.
We got whoopings because what we did in the house. We ain't never get whoopings for being outside the house. We was scared.
Man, I was giving them teachers a piece of my mind, boy. My mama came for me, boy.
He said she.
Nick saw some of her, and they saw some of her. Them teachers be telling me something. I'm like, who you think you talking to? You must not know who I am.
Jim, you just had to express yourself, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
No.
You don't run nothing but, I'm telling you, don't run nothing but your mouth. You don't run me. You better go on somewhere.
Jimmy needed some dads on duty for sure.
Yeah,
that probably would have made it worse.
Oh man. But
Hey, I wonder if women had the same effect if it was moms on duty.
Hell no.
Yeah, oh man, it depends, man.
Yeah, it depends.
Some of these moms are ruthless.
Yeah.
You can't mess with it like that.
I think it goes better with dads because dads are coming out there with the let's make the situation better. Moms be out there.
Listen, I agree with you, Jody. But however, you have to be a in-house dad. Because if you just a regular dad and you show up and you ain't even been in your kid's life, he'll be like, nigga, who you talking to?
Right.
What are you doing here?
Man. My mom was fierce.
Just child support.
I'm telling you, my mama was so fierce. All my buddies were scared of her. They wouldn't even knock on my door. I told them, hey, man, I'll be outside. Don't knock on this door. Because if you knock on this door, man, she going to cuss you out and she going to cuss me out. Man, some of them hard-headed jokers, man. Knock, knock. I'll be like, oh, my God. She knocked on. I can hear her open the door. What the fuck you doing here? Who you here to see? Don't knock on my goddamn door. Get your ass over here, punk. I'm like, man, I ain't going nowhere now. Like, leave me alone, man. Like, I told you, don't knock on the door. But her dad was like that. My grandfather was like that. He lived in Arkansas. And I went down and visited him. And I tell my boys, hey, come pick me up. And they wouldn't come in the gate. They staying outside the gate. And I'm like, why y'all? Everybody was afraid of him. I'm like, dude, okay, man. Yeah. They like, oh. Then I heard a story that he went and shot up somebody's house. I'm like, oh, yeah, that motherfucker crazy. You know, like, yeah, don't knock on this door, then, man. I don't want y'all to get in trouble. But man, that was just good old fashioned. I like just good old fashioned discipline, man. And actually, that's what's lacking and missing today. You know, with kids today, good old fashioned discipline. I ain't saying you got to whoop your kids, but there got to be consequences for their actions.
Hey, did we get all our shout outs on people over here on the comments? Huh? We get all our shout outs. Do we do all our shout outs to the people in the comments that's tuning in? We got
let's do it right now. Let's do it right now.
Yes,
we got T that pulled up on us.
Yeah.
Good morning, T from Nashville.
Good morning, T.
In Nashville right now.
Good morning, Jericho.
Jericho was good.
Dante.
Yeah.
Dante.
Oh yeah, Dante.
Speaking of which, y'all ready to get this work? Y'all ready to get this work tomorrow?
Man, stop it. I'm
All
coming.
y'all.
I'm coming.
All y'all.
I'm coming. I started off slow, but I'm coming. 1-3.
Yep.
1-3 in a row, baby. I'm coming.
That hey, you know what though? Telly? I'm telling you this, right? I'm telling you this right now, and I've already talked to Brandon Smith. Jalen Hearn's finna have a 180-point fantasy game Sunday. I promise you.
I
don't know. Oh yeah, it's this week. Me and you battling, Jolie.
Yeah,
I'm looking like I'm looking. You winning.
What I need to do is we got to give a round of applause for Jim for getting his first win.
Yeah.
I know he's been waiting on it, boy. He's been waiting on that win.
Who he beat?
Hold on. I can tell.
All right, let's end that real quick.
Well, I thought
something happened to
wow.
He took y'all off the show for that one. Like,
you beat Coach A, Jimmy?
I don't know who I beat.
Oh no, I'm finna tell you who he beat.
I don't even know. I tell Coach A, I set the things and I go about my business.
I beat everybody last week.
I live my life.
He said I live my life.
I don't even know who I'm playing this week.
He lying. I don't believe that.
You done gave up, huh?
No, I just set my lineup. Who I think gonna do the best.
Jimmy was trying to trade and do all this stuff like everybody else.
Oh, you beat
as well.
You beat my brother.
Elmo.
Yeah, you beat my brother.
Listen,
Okay.
I already talked to Brandon, and I don't know what it is, but every single time I play somebody, they get one player that's trash. I'm talking about. I think I played against Nick last week, right?
Yeah.
And I'm talking about.
But the thing is, that player, both the starter and the backup got hurt.
You would think. This is what I told Jody. I was like, Nick made a fantastic move by doing that. And Jody's like, yeah, he did, but he only had like 1 or 2 points within the last 2 or 3 weeks. Like, bro, he got
this man had 2 points, 3 points, 4 points.
That's because he didn't play.
That's what I'm saying. But my thing was the 1 week that you play me, that's when every other running back get hurt, so he got to play. Like
but the thing was, the Cowboys was on the bye week, so I was struggling for a second until I came across him.
I'm like this.
I had 6 players.
Every single week, there always seems to be one player that just goes off. And last week, right, I'm looking at it, right, and I'm sitting there looking like, okay, this man I'm up 90 points.
Yeah.
I'm up 90 points right now. What's finna go wrong something about to go wrong because this don't make no
You
sense.
up 90 points?
Listen,
If he
I
got-
was up 90
Let me
points.
tell y'all something. It's a coincidence with Jody because he called me for the last 3 weeks on Sunday. Let me tell you this, Brandon. Jody calls me, and he got some kind of truth to what he's saying. And he took it back about 3-4 weeks. He's like, every time I'm up on somebody out of the blue come up and get like 100 some points.
Bro, I'm telling you,
say.
I be up 80, 90. I remember one time, last week, bro, I was up by 104 fantasy points.
But
I think it was Nick had 2 players left. And I'm like, who the hell has he got to play left? Because I'm like, I'm up by 110 points. And I was like,
Nah, but the thing was, I had Matt Stafford left and Cooper
you was
Kupp.
up by 100 and some points.
Cup got you right there.
I was like, and Brandon's like, you got to be positive. I'm screwed. He got Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp playing right now. I'm screwed. Ain't nothing I can do about that.
Yeah, you screwed.
Is
screwed.
leading all fantasy players in points right now.
All fantasy players.
He is number
He didn't
one
say
in
wide
all
receivers. He didn't say quarterbacks. All
fantasy players.
Right. And I just seen that, right? But it's just like every single week with me and I'm playing somebody, it is always one person that doesn't do good on the regular that all of a sudden just has this magnificent week. Like one time,
these people don't want to hear the woe is me about Jody fantasy. Move on to the next topic.
I'm gonna tell you the one that made me the maddest, right? I played against Telly Brother, right? And again, I was up by 35 points, and all this nigga had was his defense. Bro, tell me why this defense got 48 fantasy points. At that point, I knew I was just done.
Oh, wow.
I was done.
Hey, real. I thought Stafford played for the Rams. He ain't
Well, she a Lions fan.
Nah, but even when he was with the Lions, I was telling people Stafford was good behind quarterback.
Man,
Bro.
You still a Tom Brady fan, right, Brandon?
Yeah, I am. I'm just playing with real.
So you can relate to it.
I can relate. That's still my guy. But Matthew
But
Stafford been balling since
Tom
Georgia.
Brady's still producing. He produced with.
Hold on. He beat Tom Brady in the regular season. Let's see if he can do it in the playoffs.
I don't think they're gonna do that.
Go.
It's me and Nick head to head this week.
I got.
Hey, Rhea say that's my quarterback. I'm sticking with him.
That's your quarterback. I feel you, real. Go.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man, because last week I had all substitutes and all of them.
Yeah.
Them bye weeks hurt. Them bye weeks be hurting.
That was the most points I scored.
I got some bye weeks coming up too. I'm kind of nervous.
Man, that be hurting the team. Like,
Kind of nervous.
got to put the backup in.
I thought it was going to kill me, but I ended up scoring the most points I scored all season.
Yeah. Coach A was running it last week.
Because you coached them up.
I'm kind of interested in see. Now I got them all mixed in to see how well I do this time. Like Jody said, you never know. Sometimes
You never know, yeah.
be ready.
Jody got a good chance of winning this week. He got Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill. I'm like, shoot.
Man, listen,
I'm
those
like-
guys. Listen. I'm about this close away from trading both of these. Well, I ain't gonna trade Travis Kelce, but Tyreek Hill and Aaron Rodgers, I'm like this close from saying these niggas up on the trade block because Aaron Rodgers be pissing me off because he get into game management mode in like the third quarter. Aaron Rodgers be sitting down with like
That's the problem I
78
had with that.
fantasy. Hey, he be sitting up with 78 fantasy points, and then he gets into game management mode, like, and I'm like, bruh, I need you to go down the field and throw the ball, or like, I get it. Well, he'll have a wide open receiver, bruh, and Aaron Jones will go out there and drop 80. I'm talking about beautiful pass in his hand, dropped it, and I'm sitting there looking like, bruh, you just cost me like 12 fantasy points just now, bruh. Come on, you gotta do better than that, bruh. But yeah, I be going through
What
emotions.
is up next, fellas? What we got?
Yes. That was our fantasy football segment.
Yeah, that was a fantasy football segment. We ain't had it in a while. Man, what happened on Real Talk Tuesday? Uncle Pudge and Friday Night Lights. I ain't gonna get into the name.
Friday Night Lights.
I gave him that name, ladies and gentlemen. But,
Bro, I got. Listen,
what's going on with Real Talk Tuesday? What y'all talked about this past Tuesday?
Man, we talked about some iffy, faulty, maybe fraudulent pastors. These pastors that sitting around with mega churches, and millions and millions of dollars. I wanted to know: do you think all these men are walking that life of Christ? And we got into it. Coach A made his valid points, but
Coach A made his Real Talk Tuesday debut
and Real Talk Tuesday debut.
Yes, I was treated very kindly. I appreciate it.
No problem. But I was like,
thank you for the flowers and the candy afterwards.
No, hey, you know us, hospitality, baby. But I wanted to get Mr. Chef Jimbo's commentary on that subject because I talked about it further this week, and I was schooled on some things, and I want to get Chef Jimbo's comment on these super rich actors.
Hey, Chef Jimbo ain't got no comment.
I got no comment.
He got no comment.
I don't know what them fellas. I don't know what kind of life they living other than what they showing. You did what I'm saying?
That's true. But I was asking the question was, do you think that all of the ones like they showing one life? Do you think they should live that life off of camera? Or do you think they live in a whole nother life?
I don't know. I don't want to think. I just know what they show. You did what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just know what they show. I could tell you what I think, but I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm careful. I'm careful when I speak about the people of God. So I just know what they show. I don't want to think. Hey, my personal opinion is trash right now.
Especially about that Joel Osteen.
So you saying
Oh, you talking about Smiley? I tell you this though. Mr. Smiley Face do get on my nerve now. Listen. Hold on, Jody. Hold the freak on. Hold the freak on. Joe Smiley. Listen, ain't nobody that happy. Ain't nobody that freaking happy. That's all I gotta say.
But what if he is that happy though?
No, he's not. He's not.
Look at his bank account. He that happy.
Hey, bro.
The bank account make him that happy.
I don't see some things, and his smile is this
Bruh,
big.
I want to see some form of anger. Even God said he got angry. You know what I'm saying? Can I see you get angry one time? Even God said
he got a net worth of $100 million.
Hold on. Let me tell you what God said. Hold on. Let me tell you what God said to Moses. When they was going to the promised land, God said, y'all go before me because I'm afraid if I go with you, what I'm going to do to you.
Yeah.
God was that mad at Israel.
He was just talking about a regular trail. He wasn't talking about going into the promised land. They was just on the way. And he said, you know what?
Y'all go
ahead of me because if I got
God said, I'm gonna take y'all out.
But what's that? Huh? What's that? That's a parent talking. That's how parents know. Hey, y'all need to go and get out of my face because if I keep looking at you, something gonna happen to you.
But on the flip side, that very attitude is why Moses didn't get to the promised land. Boom. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make everybody silent.
Nah, you good. But I think
Moses.
I don't think that's a good. I don't think that's a good
analogy.
Yeah. Because no, this is the difference between Moses and God. This is the difference between Moses and God. Moses, no. You said that's why Moses didn't go to the promised land. Moses didn't go to the promised land because he couldn't control his emotions. God controlled his emotions.
What emotion did he not control?
Who? Moses?
Yes.
What did Moses do when he got angry?
That's right. So he didn't control.
What did Moses do when he got angry? He couldn't control it. God controlled his anger. He said, y'all go before me. I'm controlling myself. Y'all go before me because I'm about to give y'all this work.
What I'm saying is maybe that's why Joel Osteen is happy because he's controlling his anger. So why we getting on him about
you don't believe that, Coach A. You don't even believe that.
Yes, I do. Why you think we all control our anger?
No, I'm talking about Joel Osteen. What you said about Joel Osteen?
Joel Osteen, he has to control it. If he don't control it, he can lose what he has. in certain, obviously it's not going to be the same way, but obviously he has to control it. That's
That's
very
crazy.
same problem that Moses didn't control is what kept him from crossing over in the promised land, because he didn't control it. He got mad at the people. They was kept doing all this, and God told him to go open up the rock and give him some water, and Moses got mad at it. Instead of opening it up, he took the staff and broke it, like, bam, drink that.
Once again,
Moses was like, bam, drink
once
that.
again,
Hey, Nick.
it would be good to know Joel Osteen is human.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah.
You get ready to say something. Go ahead and say it.
Nah, I'm hold on. I'm messaging Rhea right now in this little comment section. I just want to know if she's still in here because I want to ask her a question.
Oh yeah.
Rhea done dipped
First of
on
all,
y'all.
No, she left. She leave when it comes to church talk.
Rhea dipped. She out of them.
Oh, when it comes to
Oh,
church
she like-
talk, she bounce.
She left like Justin. Hey, I never forget that name. we started
I'm out.
talking about Jesus. Justin like, I'm out.
I'm out.
Hey, so Rhea,
She
can we,
left.
I like Joel Osteen. Why y'all got to talk about my dog? I like Joel Osteen. First of all,
That joke
Rhea, can we ask you a question real quick?
What's up?
No, I said Rhea.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
asking Rhea. We can ask her a question real quick.
Bet.
I'm talking about she was quicker than Sonic when y'all brought that church comment up or whatever. Rhea was like, "Hey, all right, y'all."
Oh, she left for real?
Hey, no,
She left.
I'm out of here.
Seriously, that's
Rhea's like,
that's
all
the
right,
way
let's
we had
go.
it planned. Okay, that was planned because it's like I didn't want too many people on the camera because I wanted everybody to get talk time. So we dropped Rhea and my cousin, so Coach A and Amanda and
Oh,
Bacon
okay.
come in to talk.
No,
that
they
was-
started. They
No,
started.
she
talking
left.
about
Y'all
burn
gonna
up.
ask
They
like,
started-
why she dropped out so quick? I thought it was a reason, but if that was the reason,
Now, that's a good producer right there, Jody.
ain't it?
That's
No,
a
it's
good
not.
producer, Jody.
No, it's not. No,
I'm
it's
proud
Yes,
of
it
you.
is.
Good
Yes, it is.
producer.
Thank
Good
you, Jimbo.
producer.
Thank you.
A good producer gets everybody's perspective. You're not gonna tell people to leave because your perspective is important too, no matter where it's coming from.
So
All right,
I'm gonna still ask the question. Real, why you dipped out so early?
she said she's gonna get burned up if she started talking
Yes,
about
she
that
did. You heard that?
She
dude?
said that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I'll probably get
Jesus.
burned up.
She's gonna get burned up.
Anyways, listen. Since we talk about Miss Rhea, Jimbo, when you start cooking again, I want to buy Miss Rhea's a box from you.
All right, cool.
So make sure you mark that down. She got one coming.
Why don't you do church, Real?
Here we go.
Nick, don't be putting people on podcast, Nick. Don't do that, Nick.
No, I'm just asking. Real, you ain't got to answer no question if you ain't got to. I'm not pressuring nobody. Real, if you say, "Hey, I don't want to talk about it," you don't want to talk about it. We'll move on to the next subject.
Let's make it a general discussion. Why do some people do the church and why some people are not going to church?
That's a good question. That's a good
Just for her,
conversation.
let's make it for everybody that's listening. And even
Let's start with Jody.
Hey, Jody was already about to get on out the room. Jody was about to exit.
Hey, when somebody play a song?
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Jody, I'm sorry, Jody. I couldn't help myself, man.
Hey, I was about to pull a Jim. I was about to pull a Jimbo, start kicking everybody off the screen.
Oh God.
Honestly, we talked about it last week a little bit. Why I relatively don't care for going to church a lot, and it's because you have a lot of bad Christians and bad representation of what it's like being in the church. Like what Nick said, not all Christians going to heaven, and so you get so much of it, it just gets to a point where you just don't care to go. And plus, I be sleeping in. That's like Sunday is my one day.
Yeah,
I be sleeping in, so I be like, I'm gonna just stay asleep.
but it's
But
nothing
I
like
see-
it's nothing like a bag of popcorn to get you over that.
I have so many questions now because I'm reading Rhea, I'm reading Samantha,
Ain't
listening
that
to
right,
Jody.
Jody? Ain't that right, Jody? Nothing like a bag of popcorn to
Hey,
get you over.
right. That Bayside popcorn.
Because everything that y'all are saying, you get that from people, period. In church or out of church.
And you still
Hypocrites, judgmental, talking about shoving stuff down your throat. They should be parents shove school down your throat. Look at you now. Like
No, but that's education.
two-faced people, you get that at work. You still go to work. You get like what we talking about?
Well, Rhea got her own business, so she don't have to deal with two-faced people at work.
Yeah, she.
When you dealing,
She can fire, right? You know what? You go.
Go home right now. I don't need you.
You know what? I'll call you when I want you to come back.
Exactly. It's a contract deal. It's a contract deal.
So me and Rhea get along good then.
No, dog.
Now what? Rhea say she honest and straight up. I'm honest and straight up. We get along all right.
Jimmy, you still be fishing for a job. You still fishing for a job.
You think she'll fire me, bro?
No, I don't think she'll fire you.
Oh.
No. Honestly, I think y'all work well together.
I think we'll work really good together. I do.
He's gonna fire himself because they know customers gonna go to his chair. He's like, all right, I had time for this guy today. Just give me somebody.
Hey, Jimmy gonna be gone in the first couple of days. He gonna be like, hold up. So you mean to tell me you've been with this dude for 3 years and why you still with his punk tail? You know what, baby girl, you need to do better for yourself. You kind of, you know what I'm saying? You got dog and the girl gonna be like, hey, your boy done insulted me 8 times. I can't do this no more. You be like, y'all retarded.
Feel bad about themselves. Oh man,
Jimmy need to know where he needs to send his application because that's what he sounds like he's doing.
Fishing for a job. Rhea got you covered though.
Well, she did say that we could come. She did say, yeah, she did.
We talked about volunteering. We ain't never said she was gonna pay us.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Jimmy gonna be out there dealing with some of them ugly feet.
How your feet look like this? Like,
hey, but, we kind of getting away from Jimmy question, and Hendrix ain't said nothing yet.
I just don't.
It was real small.
I just don't like the people in church. Some of the people in church seem very judgmental and very critical, and they seem to want to shove they beliefs down your throat. And it's like sometimes I don't feel like you're an extremist, so your hardcore beliefs don't even sound right. So I just tend not to even be bothered with that because you have people who represent the entire religion completely wrong. Like you can't be like, oh, you're not coming to church, you're going to hell. I don't think that's what that's meant to be. But you know what? You can't find anybody to go against that. So it just gets to a point where you just don't want to be bothered with it. And you just don't go. You know what I'm saying? Because you got certain people that's just, they hardcore one way. And then you got people who are somewhat understanding. They're like, well, that's not what it's supposed to be. You need to go somewhere where, you know what I'm saying, you can ask questions and do this, that, and the third. And it's like, that's great. That's good. But it's like finding that person and then finding that church in that person. Like you guys have been kind of understanding, but it's hard to find y'all in a church, especially with a lot of older people. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's not as easy. So you just kind of get to a point where you just don't care for it and you don't even think about it. And until you get bribed with free popcorn to go to church for white people.
I just hear a lot of excuses from people. That's all.
I would like to thank whoever invited Jody to go to church. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. You can make sure you have some. That popcorn is going to be hard to follow.
I don't know because they trying to buy me to come back for the Christmas service and they say they might have kettle corn and then I was like, ooh.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
Like I was like, ooh.
Yeah, right. I was like,
I think most people don't go is because they just don't view it as important. It's not important. They don't.
There
really
you go. Thank you, Coach.
Or the
Can't
whole
you worship from your house?
Church is important.
Coach A said the key is not important to them.
They don't believe the scriptures is important and apply to their life. None of that stuff. That's just the bottom line. I'm a bottom line person. So,
but you're for everybody that don't go to church.
That's the bottom line for everybody. You're not.
Yeah, for everybody.
No, because I don't always go to church, but it's important to me.
It's not that important to you then, because you'll make time for what's important to you.
Hold on. Now let me ask y'all a question. Money is important to everybody on this panel, right?
Yeah.
How many of y'all got one job?
Everybody.
So why don't you have 2 or 3 jobs?
That's why we got a job.
I got 2 jobs.
Why don't you have 2 or 3 jobs where you have more money?
My one job, I get overtime.
Yeah, so you're talking about the money period or the amount of money? The amount.
I'm talking about money period. Because if you saying it's important, I'm using this as an analogy to what you just said. If you say it's more important, you would have multiple jobs to bring more money in.
listen to what I'm saying. Your analogy is not it's not a good one because you're talking about the amount of money. We have a job. We make sure we keep a job to have money because money is important. That's what our one job represents. Now, if we're going to get 2 or 3 jobs, that means the amount of money is important to us. The amount of money is not important to everybody. Some people happy with 50,000 a year. Some people happy with 100,000, but they have to have money so they have a job. So I probably need a better analogy.
No, that was a good one. You just-
Drop one of Clue's bombs for Coach A.
What'd you say?
You got the bombs, Coach. You got the bombs.
I ain't doing that.
Why you ain't doing it?
Because it ain't. I mean, it ain't
Because
that.
Chris said God is everywhere. You don't need a building to celebrate.
Right, I understand that, but the thing is, people, the reason we're on this podcast is because we believe it's important, and so we make time and we make sure we show up. The people that make time and show up to a church believe that's important to their lives. They believe it's crucial and it's important to them. The people who don't do it don't believe it's important. It's just simple as that. Your body, it's just, you can't get around it. That's how we're created. And so until something clicks and you recognize how important it is, how it affects your life, and how it is detrimental to you or raising your family or all those things, until people come to grips with that, then they're going to always do what they think is best for their
So
family.
let me ask a question. So let's say like a group of 15, 20 people go to a house and they worship and fellowship. They didn't physically go to a church. So you mean to tell me that group of people did? What is that I'm saying? Do you mean to tell me that group of people, just because they didn't go to a physical building or a physical church, don't care?
Hold on. All of y'all making it about the building. The church.
But that's what we saying because when you say,
but church is not a building. Church has never been a building.
So you have to
I got a scripture. I got a word. I got a scripture. It says, right? For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there I am. There I in the midst of them.
Jody, why are you saying this and we just having this conversation right now?
I'm just saying, I just want you to know.
No. No one said the church was a building. Chris got on here and said it, and then everybody wanted to jump on a bandwagon. That's never been the point.
But you have to explain that.
We don't have to explain it. Everybody knows. No. Because guess what? Jody just said that scripture, and everybody's going to agree with Jody. So that means everybody knows that the church is not a building.
That's what we're saying. You saying you have to go to church. No, if you don't go to church, you don't care.
You don't have to go to a building. That church can be what you.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's church, if it's a group of people. What I'm telling you is people do what they think is important to them.
Thank
so
you.
if you
Yes.
think it's a church, you're going to do it. If you think it's a group at a house, you think that's important to you, you're going to do it. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
People are going to do, their actions are going to show what's important to them, period.
But like I said, when you explain it to the people who don't go to church, you have to explain it to them like that. Me and Brandon and Jimmy, probably Telly, and you, Adrian, know church. You know, it's not a building. But when we're talking to people who don't understand that, you have to elaborate, and that's what I'm talking about.
But
Right,
Coach's
but
whole
the
point
only
was you're going to do what's important to you.
Yeah, the only elaboration I would have
And that'll end the conversation.
No, he's absolutely right. But when you, like I said, when you're talking to people who, when you say church, they're thinking building.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You're right. And you're right. But even the Bible tells you to others for us not forsake joining together. So yes, it doesn't have to be at a building. This is a form of church here. All us coming together on this podcast and all the people that's viewed in. It's a form of church. It's a form of people coming together. That's what's important. People are so isolated. The issue that I see is that people are so isolated. And when you're isolated, it's hard to get the help that you need. It's hard to get the information and to learn. So that's why the importance of church or churching, meaning get with a group of people, meet on a regular basis, share your faith, share your experiences, share these things so that you can learn how to disagree with people and still get along. And you can learn information on how to raise kids and deal with stuff like that. So there's a lot of benefits to churching, not just going to a building. And I agree with everybody. Church is wherever you are. You know what I'm saying? God is wherever you are. He never left anyone.
This came upon because the initial statement is if you don't go to church, you don't care. That's why this came upon. That statement was made, and what Nick is saying, if you're saying that to a
Well,
non-believer,
important. I didn't say that you don't care. It meaning you don't. It's not
Yeah, he's saying
important. To you.
important.
you said, "Oh, okay, well, I messed my bad. I messed that up. Well, it was not important." I think that's where
No,
this all
Jimmy
came
said-
from.
Yeah, he did say you don't care.
Yeah.
I heard somebody say you don't care.
Yeah.
That's not a
Jimmy,
good. That's
I
not a true
think Jimmy-
statement.
Listen,
No,
this
keep saying.
podcast is my church. I come up here with you good
Yeah,
Christian
that's what I
fellas
just said.
and chop it up with y'all. This is church. 2 hours of church service every week for me.
It is.
Matter of fact,
It is.
that's what I'm gonna start calling it. What you finna do? I'm finna go to church. I'm finna hop on the podcast with my fellow Christian brothers. And we finna get this church. You know what I'm saying? Especially
So,
with
but
Pastor
listen-
Coach A and Deacon Jimmy Strong. we finna come up here and everybody watching getting that church. So people be like, I don't go to church.
Absolutely.
I don't know. You watch this podcast, you getting a little bit of church. You getting a little bit of church. That's all I'm
Every
saying.
week. Every week. Yep. Every week.
Every week.
Big facts. Big
Hey.
facts.
But listen, if you really want some extra church, you want super church, you watch Impact Podcast. That's how you get that super church. Speaking of that,
Listen, you're not going to get no extra church watching Impact Podcast versus
Man, you
being,
is.
versus being this right here.
you is gonna get. Speaking
You're
of
not
that,
gonna get extra church.
I liked the podcast last night. It was dope. I like that. Melissa was a very good add-on. I finally got some
Yeah.
eye candy on your show. Got tired of looking at your mug, so I
Boy,
finally
I
got
tell
Oh
you.
my
your
God.
show.
Turning it into something that it really ain't. That's what you're doing right now.
No, I'm
I
just
got
saying.
candy on your show. Stop it, Joe.
Exactly.
Coach A was preaching though. He was preaching. I give Coach A. Coach A was
Nah,
talking.
Coach
See,
A
when
was
you
saying some
preach,
facts.
see, when you use the word preach, it's a turnoff.
It's not a turnoff. You up there giving out
teaching.
good advice.
Yes. But it's not preaching.
I know you lying. That's nail line right there, boy. I know you lying.
I wasn't preaching, but if you want me to, I can preach right now.
Nah. He sound like the dude off of Coming to America.
Help Gilligan get
Off the island.
Well, man,
That
we
just
finna
came
move-
on last night.
We finna move on.
But
from
yo,
that-
but sit,
that
hey, no, but
subject.
real though, real talk though. Let's talk about. We can talk about some of the issues at church. That I do believe that there are a lot of judgmental people in the church
Okay.
that turn other people off.
Yeah.
Right? I believe
Yeah.
that is a huge problem with with a lot of us churchgoers being very judgmental. Looking at other people and talking down to them and acting like we better than them when we not. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a huge turnoff as well.
Hey, Rico, you got any of our numbers? We need to send Rico a link so he can get on here.
Rico,
Yeah.
Hold up.
Bro.
Rico, if Rico go hop on Inday, it's gonna be Tuesday first. Rico will be a Tuesday show.
why he can't come on the family barbecue?
He can come on both. But he can't do one without the other. He over there showing favoritism. Don't do that.
We all won.
You know what? You right.
We all won.
Hey, I'm a agree so we can keep doing Tuesday. I ain't finna argue with the CEO. You right. You right, boss.
Hey, so listen. I'm continuing on. Listen. So I'm gonna tell you something else that I think is an issue in church. Like, in addition to piggyback on the being judgmental, church is supposed to be a place for everybody to feel comfortable. I don't care if you're a stripper, if you're a pimp, if you're a thief, if you're a murderer, wherever you are, if you're gay, if you're straight, whatever it are, you're supposed to be able to go to church and receive love and feel comfortable. But that's not what it's turned into. It turned into this very judgmental preaching to the choir. You have to be like me in order to sit with me. And that's what it never was. It was never supposed to be like that. We was never supposed to be sitting in the building with a bunch of people that acting the same way we are. We're supposed to be sitting down with people that have a bunch of issues, have a bunch of problems, and the world is not accepting them, and they're supposed to come to us. That's what the church is for. And that's why a lot of people don't come, because they don't feel like that. You come in there with a short mini skirt and you got a tight dress on or whatnot, they're looking at you like, what's wrong with her? Or she got, there's nothing wrong with her. That's just what she's going through right now. We don't have to judge her. We just, hey, you want, have a seat right here. You want something to drink or something to eat or whatever the situation is.
You
That ain't what happened.
You come sit next to Jody. I lead you to the Lord.
You gotta get in there first.
You gotta be there first, Jody. You gotta be there.
Well, ain't none of that going on at Bayside. I hate to find a church and maybe closer to an establishment. Everybody in Bayside was dressed all appropriate and whatnot. Like, and I was like, oh, this ain't nothing like I thought it was gonna be.
Lord have mercy.
Listen, you want me to be honest? I'm gonna be honest with you. I would be straight up honest with you. I think that it's a hard conversation, but we all do judge people because literally, right? I was having a conversation, and one person said, like, if you were the only friend, if you would have had a group of friends and you were the only person with a gun, would you hang around those people? And I said no, because I want to be around like-minded people. So if I'm the only one packing, nope, can't hang with me. I need at least one or two other people that's on the same mindset as me, because I can't. It's like, bro, you think the world's safe? You think like, no. So we all tend to hang around like-minded people, and I think that's what a lot of people do in the church. You feel comfortable hanging around like-minded people, and so
Well, it's even worse. It's even worse in the church because a lot of times the teaching or the conditioning is that you're only supposed to be with those. So then not only are you just hanging around with people that's like you, but you're kind of shunning other people that's different away. Like, you ain't supposed to be here. Like, what you doing here?
Listen, just for people to know, we don't shun nobody away. We got room on here for everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you want to come over here and talk to us, listen, if you want to talk to these fine brothers right here, Coach A and Mr. Jimmy Strong, or you want to talk to somebody that's going to give it to you down the middle, you talk to Mr. Nick Smith up here. And you saying,
I'm sorry.
He been done with it for the last 5-6 minutes. He been done with it. He don't want to say nothing. He don't want to be a part of the conversation no more.
He done with us.
It's right now. This is foolishness right now.
What you mean?
This is foolishness.
Like
I'm about to shut it down. Everybody hush. Listen, we talking about I just cussed all you Negroes out. Hush, stop talking. We talking about the church, and the church is this and the church is this. But guys, let's remember, the church is not bad because of God. The church is bad because of us. So we need to get ourselves right.
We're all saying the same thing, Jimbo.
So how about we face the issue of correcting ourselves as people?
Miss Bill, you are absolutely right. Alpha
people. Alpha Beta.
Oh, that's just boy.
No, I'm not the CEO. We got one CEO.
Hey,
but listen, we need to focus on us as people. We need to get us right. If we as people get right, wherever we go will be good. Whether it's church, school, work, whatever. Come on, man.
How do we do that? That's what church is for. Church is for the help people.
You start here. You start here on this podcast. If you want to get right with the Lord, you start here.
Oh my God. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Bye, Jody. See you later. Bye.
Dude, who took this dude off?
He said you started here on this podcast.
Nah, he ain't running no more. Boy, that killed me right there.
Oh my goodness. But Jimbo was just right. We got to fix ourselves, man. It's not the church. It's the people that's in the church that's messing it up. Yeah. Jimbo, absolutely right.
Jody, you killed me, Jody. You killed me, dog. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to bring more viewers here, and I'm trying to get people like in the church, right? And if you scared to come here, you can start on Tuesdays with me and Telly. You can. We like Bible study.
Jody, they only want to come on Family Talk when I'm not here.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is. That's what it is. When I don't show up, they think it's a safe place. When I come, they like, he finna give us HE double hockey sticks. They know how I go. They know what it is.
Listen, that's why they come. That's why they come hang out on Tuesday. Listen, if you want a safe place without Jimmy, come on Tuesdays.
Oh my God! Thank you.
He said move on to the next conversation.
Let's move on, T. We right. Let's move on. The other thing that was talked on y'all show the other day was about cheating. What y'all came up with about that cheating thing? Jody.
What we came about that cheating thing? That men are a lot smarter than women. That I came up with that conclusion.
Oh, right. I don't remember that one.
I don't remember that one either.
I did. I talked to somebody, right, and it was like, we have a lot of conversations about cheating and everything, and we like to be. Let's be blunt, okay? Here's why men are smarter than women, because y'all women be dumb enough to keep the niggas that cheat on y'all. Men, we ain't taking you back. We dumping you. You cheat on us, we done.
Jody,
Nope.
let's not start a conversation if we don't have a woman up here to go. It's a panel of 6 men right now. That's all I'm looking at, and you calling all these women stupid.
They in the comments. One and already told us lies.
We already know. Jody has taken that as his job. He has taken it as his job.
Rhea said put her on.
Listen,
here we go.
Listen,
Go ahead, send a link.
Listen, answer me this, right? How many women in the comments have taken the man back after he cheated on you? Think about that. How many women be like, oh, he cheated on me and I took him back? To me, that's just dumb. I don't understand when cheating became a relationship struggle. You cheat on me, it's over with. You cheat on certain people, it's over with. When the hell did cheating become a relationship struggle?
I just sent it, real.
Like, I don't get it. So for me, I just look at women sometimes and I think to myself, like, why are you dealing with him? He cheated. And you still there. That don't make sense, right?
Look at Will Smith. That's a man.
Listen, I don't know what the hell. Will Smith, we about to vote him off the island. And we're not finna talk about Will Smith, because we finna talk about that bitch Jada. And yes, I did send her a message yesterday, and she never replied. She never replied. She out here disrespecting my uncle. Ever since Nate done died, she been out here tripping. She need to get right. So
Nate? Will, you can't sit here and protect Will. Will deciding to stay in that situation.
Yeah,
and Will is simp for that. He's a
and
simp.
who says you have to leave just because somebody cheated?
Exactly. Why is Will a simp?
You
Because
should.
she cheated and you stayed. You a simp.
But why is he a simp?
It's over with. I catch you.
Why is he a simp?
He is.
It's over with.
They might have.
He is.
No,
He
but you sit here and y'all saying he is, but you're not giving us a reason why.
Because she cheated on him. And
Listen, he has no self-respect.
He has no
What about the
self-respect
kids?
for himself.
Damn the kids.
Fuck the kids.
You know,
He ain't got no respect for himself.
So Will can't have a forgiving heart and just forgive.
Damn the forgiveness.
Fuck the forgiveness. Ain't no.
You
listen,
can
at
forgive
once. At
but
one
it
point,
keep happening.
Where you about to go?
at one point, right? August and Jada were having relations. It slipped out, and she put it back in. Damn the forgiveness after that, bro. Damn the forgiveness after that.
So Will obviously is different than everybody else on this panel. We know how everybody else would do about the situation. Will is obviously different. So
Will
why
is
are we
dumb.
still protecting him if he wants to?
We're not protecting Will. We mad at the disrespect that Jada keeps putting on Will.
Will is
Disrespecting
accepting.
that.
Will is okay with that in his situation.
No, Will is at this point he's in an abusive relationship. We're trying to get him out of that abusive relationship.
But what people are doing is they looking from the outside into his relationship. Y'all are in his shoes.
Will is in that relationship.
He has to be. Me personally, he would have to be okay with everything that's going on if he's still there.
Listen, he not, and she abusing him. Okay?
You talk to Will?
And I sent him a message and he never replied.
Have you talked to Will?
No, I have not talked to Will.
Well, you talk to Uncle Will first, and then you give us what he thinks.
Will is being.
But we can't sit here and speak for another grown person.
I'm gonna speak for another grown person off that egghead ass, bald ass, trifling ass wife he got over there looking like what's the dude from Mark?
So you never cheated before?
Yeah, I
Joe,
have, and I cheated, and then she was
So
like,
what
"I'm
you-
gonna take you
so
back."
Let me ask you a question.
What's up?
At what point were you made the judge and jury to be able to dictate if somebody is a good person or a bad person based on your experience? Like if you you're
I'm
the
not
perfect
saying-
person, right?
I'm not saying you a good person or a bad person. I'm saying you stupid. That ain't got nothing to do with you being good or bad. You just stupid. And when she
Right,
said
but
she was
that's what
gonna
I'm
take me
saying.
back, I said, you know what? No, because you're not finna go. You're not finna get your lick back on me. So no, I ain't taking you back. You ain't finna cheat back on me and hurt my
Just
feelings.
judging it from your own perspective. He got his own reason why he's taking her back or why they in that situation.
Because he dumb. Listen. I
don't
don't
make
know
you
what's
dumb.
wrong, Coach A. I don't know what's wrong with people these days. but I don't understand how cheating became a relationship struggle. Back in the day,
all
you
us
cheated,
niggas smash Jada.
it was over with.
Really, what you got to say?
So what was y'all just talking about? Because I was
Cheating, and
listening.
then Jody brought up Will Smith and Jada Smith.
It's this man always bringing up Jada and Will. Like,
For what
who
reason, we
cares
don't know.
about Jada and Will?
Thank
He
you,
bring up
Rhea.
Does that
Jada.
affect your everyday life?
Jody cares about
Does that affect
Jada and
your
Will.
everyday life? Like,
It do
Right,
affect my
Jimbo.
everyday life because I'm hurting for
no,
my
it
brother.
does not. You don't know neither of them on a personal level.
Somebody make Rhea big.
I got you, Jimbo.
Leave
Shoot.
that lady alone. Like, let them just live their life and figure shit out.
I like the attire, Rhea.
He should have
Oh,
stayed
it's
with.
cold.
He should have
I'm
stayed
in
with
Detroit
Lisa.
right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to stay warm.
I know that's right. But yeah, let's talk about cheating, Jody. Let's not talk about Jada and Will. That's their personal lives. Let's talk about what we go through with that situation. Leave Jada and Will alone.
Right.
Okay.
That's what you need to do. Leave
All
Jada
right.
and Will alone.
And cheating. If somebody cheat on me, it's over with.
And that's okay for you to say that
And
for
that's
your
okay for you to
situation.
say that. But if
Yeah,
Will
and that's
decides
fine.
to
And you know what?
stay-
And that's a good way to look at it. But it doesn't always happen that way because you get feelings involved, and then you look at it like, can I look past that? I mean, me when I was younger, I did. I tried to look past it, and I found out that shit don't work for me. So now it's you cheat, you done. Like I know I can't look past that. I tried in the past, it didn't work. So
I'm right around with Rhea. I've had a situation where I tried because I was married. I tried to look past it, but you get to a point that you can't look past it. So for me, yeah, if you cheat, I'm done. I don't have nothing to say to you or do with you, and period. But in the past, in my younger years, yeah, I was with somebody that cheated. I stayed with him, trying to get past it. She cheated again, and I was done. I'm done.
See, she had to cheat again. Brandon, where was me in your relationship at when she cheated on you? Because I would have helped you past that, my brother. I would have been there for you.
when you have feelings invested, it's a whole different story. You on the outside looking in, you can say what you would do, but until you're in that predicament and you're in that situation, you don't know. You really
I've
don't
been
know.
in that situation. I have feelings, right?
Not strong enough, obviously.
Bruh, it was like almost 5 years, and we took.
That don't mean shit. Time don't mean shit.
Listen, we took a small break, and then she was out here having relationships with other people, and I was like, all right, cool, I'm done with
Says
it.
y'all took a break.
But you was on a break.
All right,
That don't count. That don't count, Jody.
That was on a break, right?
That don't count.
I got criticized. I got bastardized for going on a date. All right, I got a whole 3rd degree for going on a date, but you went out here having relations. All right, cool, bet. And so we was done after that. You cheated because we weren't technically broke up. We were just taking some time apart. You cheated.
That's a breakup. Ain't no such damn thing as a break.
That's broken up.
This ain't no damn job.
Jody, what is a break, Jody?
Right.
Listen, she
you sound like Ross from Friends.
A break.
A break.
Yeah, I was just watching that episode too.
Hey, we were on that's what this is the words that came out of her mouth. We were on a break, and that doesn't mean for you to be out here with these hoes, right? And I'm like, okay, so I can't be out here with hoes, but you out here messing around with another dude on this.
No, I'm asking, what's your definition of a break?
And for me personally, as an older person, ain't no break. It's a breakup. If you need space.
So what are we talking about right now?
This is my younger years. She said,
"Oh, okay,
on a break,
my
right?
bad.
We were on a break, and she went out and had sex with somebody else. And when she told me, I was like, "How you do that?" And we supposed to be on a break. I can't go on a date, but you can go out and have sex. All right, cool, bet, we done. So if I did that on a break, I ain't doing it in a relationship. You can't have sex with somebody else in a relationship. It's a done deal. And I feel like that should be for anybody. Somebody cheat on you, right? And let's cut the BS. I ain't talking about talking to somebody. I'm talking about full-fledged grown people sex. Somebody go out here and have sex with somebody else to shoot with. That's cheating. That's a done deal. I don't understand how people take other people back. I don't give a damn how much time you invested. They have broken every single rule that you have. They have broken your trust. And I don't care. I've been married 20, 30 years. He done went out and smashed somebody else. He didn't give a damn about your feelings. bruh, that's a done deal, bruh. I don't get it. And it's like, it seems to me, right, that women will say shit like, oh, men can't deal with the hurt that they put women through. No, chick, we just ain't dumb like y'all. You ain't gonna cheat on me. I stay.
Jody.
So any
Okay.
woman
That's
that
actually
takes
true,
a man
though.
back is dumb?
Hell yes.
Okay.
So
Hell
listen,
I definitely
have to-
disagree with you on that.
you can't evaluate. Different people have different situations. If you have two single people, they don't have any kids or anything going on, that's different. But if you've been married and you've been in a long relationship and you have kids, that's something to consider, because you don't realize that separation, I don't care if it's your fault or not, when you separate two parents from their kids, it's very traumatizing to kids, where they can go out and they can end up having issues. So that's the reason people stay together until their kids get to a comfortable age, and then they split up. So there's multiple different reasons. If you that selfish where the whole world centers around you, then by means you make that decision every single day.
How's that selfish for putting yourself first? They went out and
Because-
possibly got an STD, herpes, and AIDS with somebody else.
Yeah.
Don't take you back for that.
You extreme.
Gonna keep changing.
I'll
You
take
can
you back for that.
make the worst. You can make the worst. Yeah. Or how about they didn't do it at all? How about you just thought they did it? Right. If we're gonna make all
Right,
these
if you
what
thought
ifs,
they
then
did,
we can
it's
make
forced.
it either way.
If it happened, you know what? If I think you cheating, it's done. I'm not gonna
Why?
sacrifice my peace of mind.
But that's what I'm
There you
telling you.
go.
But if you've been married to somebody for 10 years and y'all have kids, you think you're just gonna leave just because you thought they cheated? Some people don't leave when they get caught. Some people go to counseling to become a better person. There's
Bruh.
numerous reasons why people stay together. It's not because you know what, they look like a fool, and
You
so
do
that's
look
why
like
I
a fool
don't
when you
accept what
cheat.
you're saying. You don't.
You
That's
do
not
look like
the
a
truth.
fool when you cheat.
Yes, you look like a fool when you cheat. Absolutely right.
You
but
like a
not
fool
when
taking
you
somebody
decide-
back.
You don't never
Yeah,
look
that's
like
your
a fool
opinion, and
when
you totally agree. That's your
Listen.
opinion. Everybody
Listen.
won't say they look like a fool.
Listen, if any of y'all were in a relationship or married and y'all wives and spouse cheated, I'd be looking at y'all like, so you gonna dump the bitch? Because now she a bitch because she cheated on you. I ain't got no respect for her because you my dog. Since you
So
dumped
so
her,
you
my dog.
so you
What if it's an
perfect, and you ain't
abusive
never made a mistake.
situation?
That's not me being perfect. It ain't got nothing to be perfect. I made plenty of mistakes. But
But
at the
right
same
What
now,
if
time,
it's an abusive situation? What if you being abused and you're afraid to leave? Or
and that's a whole different circumstance, because if a nigga acting that crazy, then it's like you gotta kind of maneuver your way out of that. And I've seen that too, where like he cheated, but he also acting crazy. So it's like you have
right.
to
So
maneuver
she's
your
still
way out
dumb
of-
though. So she's
No,
still
that's
dumb,
not
though.
dumb if you still don't like if he cheated but he abusive, and in your mind, like as soon as I get away from this nigga, I'm done. But I gotta get away from him. Then it's just like, all right,
all
cool,
over
that's
the
fine.
place.
Yeah, yeah.
How's that all over?
He always all over the place.
Because one
He's
situation,
all over the place all the time.
okay because they get
Because I'm being
they gotta
empathetic.
move out. They gotta move.
Nick, what make it? What
Because
make
I'm
it so
being
telling
bad?
one
empathetic about spouse, about abuse. Women being abused is not a funny
And at the
subject.
end,
But some
And then
person,
to
a
touch
person
in
might say
on
they
you, coach, saying about the kids, and you don't want to get divorced because of the kids. But let me tell you, there's a lot of toxic relationships, and kids are stuck in that because the parents don't want to break up and they don't want to leave the kids separated or whatever, and that's not healthy.
yeah, well, when you start talking about a toxic relationship, that's completely different.
I mean,
That's
cheating is
completely
toxic. That's toxic.
It depends on the individual, just like drug abuse. If somebody a constant smoking weed all the time, that can be toxic. Somebody
I'm
is a
with
drink.
real cheating
Somebody's an
toxic, period.
alcoholic. Somebody's an alcoholic. That's toxic. So all these things are toxic, but that doesn't mean you don't give that person the opportunity to become a better person. If
You
they're
can be a
going
better person with me out your life. I know that.
If they're
Good. Be a
they're
better
going
person
to-
with me out
But
your
see,
life.
once the trust is broken, once that trust is gone,
individual.
it's
turn it
really
up on the
hard
counter,
to get it back.
away
It's
from the
really
dog.
hard to get it back.
It depends on who it is and how and what your measures you're taking to get it back. That's
No,
why we
because
have
You
everything,
cheated. That's the
everything that
ultimate
person
form of
is going,
distrust.
everything that person does from here on out, you're gonna question
It's
it.
skeptic.
See, y'all-
You
y'all
giving up
already
your peace
set.
of mind.
But y'all
Y'all
also
already set
talking
in y'all
from y'all
beliefs.
personal point of views.
Yes.
Like
That
Coach
should be
just
any
started
person's
saying.
point of view.
Jody, you might say, yeah, you done said if you hop out the shower without drying your feet, it's over.
Yep.
No, that's a red flag. I didn't say it was open.
It's a red
That's
flag.
That's something that can be changed.
We have rugs on the floor that my wife can step out the shower and
But she can also dry her foot off before she step on the rugs too, so they don't be
can.
dirty.
Just don't pay him no mind, because like that,
A cheater
that's
can
just
change.
ridiculous. That's what the rug is for.
Right. But what I'm saying is, you got a red flag like that. In my situation, it's okay to step on the rug. But y'all talking from y'all point of views, and that's okay.
Stepping on the rug don't break my trust. Stepping on the rug don't make me think you smashing somebody else either. Like stepping, that's small stuff. That's a red flag, but that's small stuff.
Jody, you is all over the place right now.
No, I'm not all over the place. I'm making perfectly good sense. I don't
Just let
understand
him
how
keep
y'all
talking.
think I'm all over the place.
If at the end of the podcast, he gonna be like, "Yo, but I'm saying if you cheat,
I'm not stepping off that. I'm not all over the place. I take domestic abuse very seriously. I take women being abused very seriously. I understand that when a woman is in an abusive relationship and it gets to a point where she is scared, that she just can't jump up and leave just because the dude do something. So if that dude is cheating on her and he is abusive and she thinks she is in fear for her life, I would advise her not to just jump up and leave. So when she finds a safe exit strategy, then she leaves. That's what I'm saying.
We're not talking about that situation.
No, you said I was all over the place because I said she shouldn't leave at that moment. And that's not all over the place. That's me being actually empathetic and thinking about her safety first. So I don't give a damn what y'all say. I'm not all over the place because that makes perfectly good sense. I'm gonna stand on what I said, and I'm not all over the place.
Have
Y'all
you said
know
anything
what
that
it
don't
is.
make perfectly good sense?
That makes perfectly good sense, Coach A.
I know. Have you? You haven't said anything that don't make perfectly good sense to you, right?
But don't tell me I'm all over the place when I'm talking about cheating. You should leave somebody if they cheat. Now you can't leave at that very single moment, but you leaving. So I'm not all over the place.
So
That makes perfect
Jody,
sense.
you absolutely right. And I apologize for saying you all over the place because that's your stance and that's what you standing on. But from us, we saying like everybody has, like Coach A was trying to say, everybody has their levels of what you got.
What they can tolerate.
Trust.
Yes.
Because Jimmy level of trust you gotta get back might be this big. My level of trust might be this big. Jody, your level of trust might be sky high. But that's your level of trust of what they got to get back to. And that's what Coach A was trying to say.
Everybody tolerates stuff differently. Everybody has a
Exactly.
different level of tolerance.
All right, on that note,
And
Right,
everybody,
keep going.
everybody needs grace and forgiveness at some point in their life.
On that note,
And you ask God for that forgiveness too. Don't
No,
ask me
you
to cheat on me and
ask
ask me.
on that note, because we got people in the comments that are tired of hearing about sex scandals and are tired of hearing about cheating and are tired of hearing about this. I'm getting personal text messages about it.
You got it from T.
You know I got it from T.
Hey, she texted me too.
I'm like,
Hey, me and T been texting this whole time.
so obviously people on our Saturday viewers don't. You're still muted, Coach. So stop talking. Obviously, people don't want to hear about this on about the sex scandals and Jada Pickett and cheating. Jody, and I apologize too for saying you was all over the place, Jody. You have a stance, and I agree with you on your stance.
I don't apologize.
Well, you didn't have to say that, Jimbo. You didn't
I
have
wanted to say it.
And T, it's not a repeated conversation. It's a repeated conversation that was on his show. And
What happened to the music? Hold on, who muted Brandon?
Who muted me? Don't mute me, Coach. You still muted, and you muted other people.
Hey, Coach, you about to throw your stuff outside. Throw the back loose.
For real. But this is not a conversation we've had on this show, and that's why I wanted to bring it to this show. But seeing as nobody want to talk about it, we can move on. So Jody,
You're not all over the place.
you're not all over the place.
You're standing on your circle.
You're not all over.
Thank you, Jimbo. That's good restraint.
Yeah, you're not all over. You're not all over.
Hey,
We're not judging
I'm
you.
trying to grow. I'm trying to grow here. I promise.
So, Rhea, when we gonna Jimmy, you still trying to go do a little
volunteer? Yeah, why not? Why not? I would love to meet Real.
Oh, you talking about coming to my salon?
Yeah,
volunteer.
As soon as I move to my new salon, you guys are more than welcome to come. But right now, we're in a little transition space. We're waiting for our new salon to be built, so I don't want anybody coming there.
Okay.
We working out of a warehouse right now, y'all. It's super ghetto.
So we got you on tape now, Real.
Yeah. So as soon as we move, I got y'all. I got you.
All right.
And I got a box meal for you too. Chef
All right,
Jimbo
as long as it's healthy.
As long as it's healthy, I'll make sure you get something healthy.
Speaking of the box meal, Jimbo, you wanna run off what you got going on with that?
Oh, yeah. We gotta.
Hey, y'all, I'm out. I gotta get ready to go canvas the city.
All right, bro.
All right, man. Y'all have fun.
All right, y'all.
Good luck tomorrow, Nick.
What's tomorrow?
You play Coach A then tomorrow.
Huh? Oh, no, you're talking about football.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna need it.
Hey, you saw he came back on real quick. He came.
I jumped off and all I heard was good luck. All right, y'all.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, Jimbo, what we got going on with the food, man?
Oh man, first I gotta find a thing first.
He just sent us the menu.
Yeah. Well, you can barely see it, but we will be posting it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We are back this week and next week. Box by Chef Jimbo. Now I gotta pull it up on my screen so I can read it to you. Listen, Thursday, 11/4, November the 4th, we will be making gnocchi bouillabaisse, garlic bread, tiramisu, cannolis. And that Friday on the 5th, we will be making bourbon salmon, royal rice blend, and a 7-Up pound cake. And Wednesday, November the 10th, it will be a surf and turf menu with mashed potatoes, red velvet cake. And Friday of that same week, November the 12th, it will be chicken fried rice with a banana egg roll with a bourbon caramel.
Jody. Hey, Jody, I just want you to know now it has officially become church. Those are the announcements, Brother Jimmy.
Y'all gonna leave me alone, though. That's what y'all gonna do. Leave me alone. Hey, but yeah, Keela, come, I got you. And Real, we gonna I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna hit you up. We gonna make sure we get you something nice and healthy that you would like. But that's the menu. So and when I send out the flyer, I got my email on there. I got my Facebook, Instagram. Y'all DM me if you want to order, and I promise you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. And if you don't, you know where to find me. Listen, I want all feedback. I want good feedback. Bad feedback, okay feedback. Be honest with me.
Which means criticism is being taken, ladies and gentlemen. Jimbo is accepting criticism.
Constructive criticism.
Yeah, let's say that. Constructive criticism.
Yeah. If you come with that other stuff, I'm gonna tell you, get out my face.
Jim can throw down though, man. Nothing you do, I ain't tasting nothing that tastes bad except for them
the Hennessy.
Them Hennessy salty wings you done made. Like,
yeah, boy. That was a tragedy.
So tell Jimbo if he out of line with some of the food he's making, y'all let us know. But Jimbo is legit with these food boxes, man. Y'all check them out. Is next week?
Yeah. Next this Thursday coming up.
This Thursday and Friday.
Thursday and Friday, yes.
That's it. I was getting worried about you. I was like, you didn't broke them off 2 weeks in a row, and then all of a sudden you didn't drifted away.
Nah, man. I was trying to handle some business.
Well, what you was doing, Jimbo? We missed it.
You knew he was going to ask.
I know he was. Listen, I was trying to handle some business for the future. Okay.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. I was just wondering where you was at. You know what I'm saying? It seems like every time you go missing, it's only for one person.
Oh, here you go with the foolishness, Joe.
Is there any other reason to be missing though?
Yeah, every time Jimbo.
Oh, I can always find a reason to get missing. That's the easy part. Huh?
I said, but that's the best
I remember the
reason.
one time you took your young ladies to Busch Gardens, so you spending good quality dad time. So ain't nobody gonna knock that. But it was a couple other reasons. I remember one specific Saturday you went missing, and I was like, oh, that boy Jimbo. I ain't gonna say nothing. No. Yeah, that boy Jimbo. That boy Jimbo.
We waiting for Joe. We waiting on you to come up missing.
I'm done. No, I'm dedicated. You know what I'm saying? When you care about something, you dedicated.
You dedicated to what, Joe? To the streets?
I'm dedicated to being here on Saturday morning.
Oh, okay. At least you wasn't being toxic. I apologize to you, sir. I thought you was about to be toxic. I thought you were gonna be toxic.
I'm dedicated to being here on Saturday morning because I want this to grow, right? As a podcast and possible congregation.
Oh, Carmen. I see you, Carmen.
This is a possible congregation.
That's what it is. I'm trying to lead people to the light.
To what kind of light?
I'm trying to lead people to a good light. Whether that's the Tuesdays podcast, whether it's the Impact podcast. You know what I'm saying? If you're struggling with your life, come on, talk to us Saturday, and I get you somewhere Friday night where you can.
If you're struggling with your life, I can't help you. Jesus can.
Just so y'all know, Impact has been moved to Friday, 6:00, and we got
6:00.
And next Friday is gonna be our business talk. You definitely want to tune in for that. We're gonna be talking about some financial stuff.
What our future looking like? Yeah, who's she talking to? What our future looking like?
Don't worry about none of that.
I'm about to say I got an
answer. She ain't talking to you, Jody.
Oh! I'm about to say I got an answer. I got
leave Keela Bell alone. Y'all leave Keela Bell alone.
I said I see you, Carmen. Key.
The ring light coach ain't has. What you talking about, Rico?
Oh, he can see it in his glasses.
Oh.
The ring light.
Okay.
Yeah. What he asked? What's the question?
The ring light.
I got two of them.
Coach A.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah. What you doing Black Friday?
At 6:00, I'm gonna be on the podcast, man.
I'm talking. So Black Friday morning.
Oh, well, he should have a baby by then.
Yeah, I'll be at the crib. I don't be out shopping like that.
I'm just saying. I got a coupon from Ralph Lauren Polo in Ellington. They're having a nice sale on Black Friday. So that'll be a perfect time for you to re-up on some shirts. Yeah, I'm like Brandon. Well, if we seen that yellow and blue shirt one more time.
I told him this morning, bro. I told him this morning. We see that yellow and blue shirt. Oh, there you go. I'm like, bro. Coach Amen,
I had to search because I think this is like one of the major polo shirts. I had the shirts. I couldn't find it for a long time. And you notice I got it because it matched the avatar that when they made it. That's why I got that color.
That's why you got that one?
Yeah, because it matches the avatar.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Polo having a sale.
So I had to search.
Polo having a sale on shirts. So we gonna get you in the Polo store. You know what I'm saying? And get you some more shirts. That way you can do Impact with some brand new stuff.
Some brand new stuff, huh?
Hey, some brand new stuff. I was like, wait, he wear that yellow and blue shirt one more time. I'm gonna get on his head. All I'm saying, Brandon and Telly wear a different T-shirt every single show. Never kept him in the same thing.
Clothes products in my room.
Hey B,
what's up?
Don't you got something coming up?
Oh yeah.
Don't you got something coming up, B? Come on now. Hey, open up your mouth. Closed mouths don't get fed now. Let's go.
I forgot all about no. I thank you for helping me remember. I forgot about November 5th. Ladies and gentlemen, November 5th. Tony Ultra, my little brother Tony Ultra, and myself is dropping a single named Slide.
Can we hear the little demo y'all put out? What's up with the demo?
Demo? We put out
Where is it at? You ain't got it.
No, y'all put it on Facebook. Y'all put the little demo, the little snippet.
Oh, the little snippet. Let me see if I can find it real quick. But yeah, Tony Ultra and your boy coming out with a single called Slide, and we're pretty proud of it, man. We're pretty proud of it. So everybody that have all the major platforms, the Spotify, the Apple Music, November 5th, y'all go ahead and download that, and y'all take a good listen to it.
Sam, get out of here. Get out of here with that foolishness.
Well, you know Sam heard it. You know what I'm saying?
You know Sam heard it. Ain't nobody asked Sam if she heard it.
Jimbo, let me tell y'all something. Jimbo sent me a voice text message last night. Talking about I heard Tony Ocha. I don't believe Brandon did anything on it. So you putting my skills to judgment, but y'all gonna be.
You know, I just trying to test your gangster.
Man,
Hey,
you
Brandon,
know,
is you on the track?
I'm on. That's what I'm saying. I'm on the track.
He breathing.
Oh, you
Yeah, he
on
breathing.
the track? Oh, you was on there
Yeah.
sliding on the track.
He's breathing. He
on the
just
track,
breathing
bro.
on it.
I'm trying
Oh,
on the track.
stop, my boy.
Brandon's like one time,
No,
two time.
Hey, Coach O, Coach A, I do this.
Oh,
Hey.
you know what? You
Hey,
know
check
what?
this out. Oh, go ahead, Jody. Go ahead, Jody. Go
Speaking
ahead.
of closed mouths don't get fed, right? Me and Telly want an intro for Real Talk Tuesdays, just by the way. We want us an intro. We want to be professional like y'all.
Jimbo, no, Jimbo. What did I tell them when they start doing this Real Talk Tuesday?
I'm gonna mind my business.
It's not in the calendar.
Don't, Jimbo. I told them. Nah, forget that calendar. I told them if y'all want a video, y'all get y'all stuff together, and I will create y'all a video like I did for Family Talk. They haven't.
Hey, hold on. It wasn't important to them.
Ah, there you go.
Shouts out to Coach A.
You know what? You're right. Because the more important thing was Telly getting back to us 100%. Because that was what we focused on right then and there. So now
Jimbo,
it's important to us.
They said don't come for B.
But y'all know I'm a come for B though. Like this what I do. This what I do.
Y'all know what I do when it comes to this music thing. Y'all know
Hey, I'm trying to get on the. I need y'all to make a gospel track with me though.
I got you.
I'm for real.
I'm down. I got you.
Yeah, all right.
I got you. I got the studio.
Nah, I can write 50% of the verse. I might need a little assistance. You know what I'm saying? Not no ghostwriting stuff, but you know, give me some ideas. I'll finish it up. You know, talk about my king. You know.
Well, go ahead, spit some bars now, man. Go ahead.
I wasn't prepared for that. I'm not a rapper.
But a
you
true
know,
MC is always prepared. If you,
I'm not a true MC though. I'm not a true MC. What are you talking about?
He's trying to tell y'all that he can do it, but he's not a true MC.
Now I did used to rap back in middle school.
Yeah, you did. You told me.
Yep. Sure enough, I had the bars then. I haven't been practicing.
If you had them then, you have them now, brother.
I was rapping in middle school too, and I was sorry then, just like I'm sorry at it now.
It's an art, man. You got to be good at it. You got to work.
You surely do, because it sit down and take me all day to write 4 lines, and they still sound like nursery rhymes. Like,
right.
Like, how do they do it, man?
Coach A spit a hot 4 bars on Impact one time for us.
Yeah, I'm telling you, but it don't be hot now. Don't be lying now. It be cold.
No, they were decent. They were decent. I tell somebody to hear it again. I got you. I'm gonna hype you up. If I'm one thing, I'm gonna hype you up. I'm gonna hype everybody up. Hell, Telly start spitting bars, I'm gonna hype him up too.
It's not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
Yo, did our boy get his snake?
Say what?
Did your son ever get his snake?
He got snakes.
Well, I'm saying you said he was gonna get him one for his birthday.
Oh, that's tomorrow.
Oh, so what kind of snake he getting for his birthday?
Huh?
What he getting for his birthday tomorrow?
Oh, well, I gotta take him home because his mom throwing him a party today.
To make it fun.
So it's a blowout. But I got him something to open up today. You know, nothing spectacular. Clothes. Because he needs clothes.
Is it Nike at least?
No, man, we don't do labels here.
What? You don't do labels here?
We do what the budget calls for.
You know what? I ain't mad at that.
No, man, I raised my kids that clothes are clothes. You don't need a Nike. You don't need Adidas. It's nice to have those things, but
you look good in anything.
Right, you look good in anything. Shoot.
You know what? You're right. Tell them when they get old enough to buy their own labels, they can buy their own labels.
That's true.
That's how I
It's
was told.
Hey,
It's a different time now.
I got a question though for all y'all, right? It's a serious question. Is it just me, or has every Thursday night football game and every Monday night football game been too damn good?
That is actually this has been the first time in like forever that that's been true. Because they all have been good.
But what I'm saying is, Telly, like, has it been too good? It's like It's like these games been a little too good.
But they do that in the beginning of the year. They match up teams like that purposely, though.
Actually, the schedule is actually made a year before. So, like, next schedule next year is actually made right now for next year. So they don't even know if these matchups are going to be good. They're just going by, this year. Like, if you got a winning record and you were entertaining this year, they give you the maximum primetime games, which is 5.
So Monday night games, but a lot of these Thursday night games be trash. All I'm saying is these games be looking a little scripted because every single one of them be coming down to the wire. And I was
it's just good game. This past Thursday game, I ain't gonna lie, that was good. I thought Arizona was gonna blow them out. That man was missing everything. Top 2 wide receivers, top 3 linemen, 2 linebackers, corners gone. I'm like, they don't stand. That man pulled it out.
First of all, Green Bay ain't really got no corners. And for the records,
yeah, they do.
That dude on Green Bay, number 21, his last name Stokes. He's such an embarrassment.
Eric Stokes, he a rookie.
He was there last year.
No, he wasn't. No, he a rookie.
He was there last year.
No, he wasn't. He got drafted this year. He's a rookie.
He is not. He was there last year. I was
Boy,
watching.
You look it up.
What? He was there last
year.
Look it up. Fellas, rookie. 11 o'clock. I got to slide, man. I still got stuff I got to do.
I feel you.
So, you found it yet, Brenda?
I got it. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
All right.
I'm gonna do this. We're gonna hit this little snippet.
And then we head out.
Then we can head out.
Oh, let me hear it.
Thank you, Melissa.
Oh, you right.
Now, Telly, you be on point about.
You right.
Boy, don't challenge me about football. I'm the Bible of football now, boy.
You should have known that. We learned that a long time ago with Telly. I don't even know why you even tried. We learned that a long time ago.
I thought I seen him. It was that other cat. I think his name. It was the other cat last year that was getting burnt out when they played the Bucks.
You talking about you talking about King, Kevin King?
Yeah, he an embarrassment.
Oh, he hurt. So
he ought to hurt his ass to the bench and not get up no more. Sorry,
they talking about doing that for him. They talking about kicking him off the team.
They need to. He trash. I ain't never seen nobody get burnt this much. You know what? The only person I've ever seen get burnt like that is Richard Sherman.
That's because Richard old.
But the Bucks picked him up and they got him in the gym.
Coach A 47, he can't go out there and do it like he did when he was 22.
Oh, man. Burning everybody.
We gonna start treating these cornerbacks like we used to treat running backs, but you got a good shelf life for about 5 years. And somebody else, because it seemed like after about 5-6 seasons, them top BBs be going out there getting burnt.
Certain of them, yeah, they lose a step. Once you get up there, see, right now you're 32, you still spry, but once you hit that 40 mark, man.
But they don't even get to 40.
Yeah,
this is football. You can't. Only Tom Brady can get to 40.
Yeah, quarterbacks is protected.
Hey, but you know who is playing really good football though, and I feel like it's not because he's been fast, it's because he's been physical. Patrick Peterson been playing at a good high level for a while.
That's because he trying to prove Arizona wrong. He's trying to prove that Arizona shouldn't have got rid of him, but he is over there in Minnesota balling out though. I'm like, well, let's see if he can ball out come Sunday night. He got a task ahead playing them Cowboys. Matter of fact, fellas, any plans for Halloween?
Yeah, we got a show going on.
We got a show Halloween.
We do?
Yeah, we got a show Halloween. You coming on? What's up? You ain't get it. You ain't read the group chat.
No, y'all be talking too much. I stopped reading.
I didn't want to feel what it's saying.
I'm like, man, look.
Listen,
Yeah, but
that'd be Jimmy with them articles, bro. I'd be like, bruh, we already typing like now I gotta stop and read this
Yeah,
article.
man. Y'all got to read them articles, man.
I read them,
I'll be
Jimmy.
struggling. We need to get this boxing together because we had some them last week fights. You know, Nico Ali, he fought again, won by knockout, and then Evander Holyfield's son was on the card. He won by a knockout.
Yep.
So that boxing is heating up.
Yeah, this gonna be a good month right here.
We got it.
No, that was me.
But but are you serious? You're not gonna watch any of the Paul fights?
No, absolutely not.
Neither one of them.
I didn't even watch the one with Floyd.
You're not gonna watch the. I want to see him against Fury's little brother. I want to see that one, and then the Mike Tyson one. I'm like, man, that's gonna be a massive.
Mike Tyson gonna fight that dude?
Yeah, he fighting Logan.
Is it? I thought he said he won. I thought he said he liked him. He wasn't gonna do it. Now they must put up enough money.
You know how that go.
Hey, hell, they give me enough money. I fight them too. Hell.
But you know, Tyson Fury little brother gonna fight Jake Paul. So I want to see Tyson Fury little brother.
Yeah, nah, that's all you. That's all you. I ain't finna waste my time.
So listen, I feel like what Deontay Wilder out here, he got to fight the part Jake brothers too. Hell.
Wilder tripping.
Wilder
out here tripping.
Stop trying to fight Fury, bro. He got your number. Let it ride. You go ahead, get you some more fights that you can win. Go fight Anthony Joshua.
He trying to fight him again?
He asked for a fourth fight.
And I say, bro, stop it. This man done put you on the mat twice. Go out here and fight Anthony Joshua now.
That man did not ask for a fourth fight.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
Bruh,
the WBC made him the #1 contender. They want that fight because of the amount of money that they made off that fight. Now, Jody, you got to understand, when it comes to certain people in boxing, I got all the juice.
I got all the juice.
So don't step wrong, because you might step in some crap.
Listen, Jimmy, we understand you still heard about your boy Deontay Wilder, and we're not picking on you about it, okay? We understand. When he
I'm not worried about you picking on, but I'm just correcting you. Don't come with false bull crap.
He was asking for a fight.
Well, you're so wrong. I'm here to let you know the truth.
Okay.
Don't question my truth.
Jimmy talked to him and he asked him. He told
him. I talked to him just like I talked to LeBron. Yeah.
Ooh. Speaking of the Lakers,
don't you? Well, you better watch your mouth.
Hey, I'm just saying that Westbrook experiment ain't working. I told you it wasn't gonna work.
It's gonna work.
I'll pray to God it work.
No, it ain't gonna. Even Shaq.
They only played a couple games. It's gonna work.
Who muted Telly?
Yeah, who did that to me, man?
Jody.
Oh God!
I'm saying,
talking about LeBron.
I didn't say nothing about LeBron. I said Russell Westbrook. He turning the ball over way too much.
They gonna get
but he's always been like that. But I think it'll get better. I think it'll get better.
It's not going to get better.
I got
y'all 26-point lead blew it to the baby Thunder. That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Barely beat the Spurs.
What you said, Jamal?
And did they lose last night to Cleveland?
No, they won.
Okay, they pulled it out. I knew it was tied. 51-51.
Tell you asking a lot of questions.
Hey man, because the Bulls are doing good. I can talk now.
Hey, the Bulls. Oh man, I'm excited about the Bulls.
The Bulls gonna be something serious. Let that stuff keep marinating, and the Bulls gonna be something serious.
Still gotta play.
Yeah, man. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's not 1998, so I'm just happy they doing good.
There's something from y'all fans tell it is 1998.
You got that slide track?
I know, man.
Man, it's hard to put this thing on.
You can't play it off your phone?
You can play. Where are you playing it from? Are you getting it off of Facebook or where's it on?
No, I got the thing on my laptop.
I got a topic we could talk about
do a screen
that I
share.
seen on the snooze the other day, and I really want to talk about this. Have y'all seen the news about the Blackhawks?
I got it.
Chicago Blackhawks?
No, I ain't heard nothing about that.
Okay, in 2010, they prospect, what was his name? His last name is Beach. He filed a lawsuit against the Blackhawks saying that the assistant coach at that time sexually assaulted him. I was blown away because I'm like, wait a minute. I kept hearing it, and then it clicked in my mind. I'm like, so you telling me a dude raped another dude? That is something to talk about.
I heard about that.
That was because I was like, wait a minute.
I don't know too much of the story, but I heard about it. The clip
Yeah,
loading right
I
now.
was like,
y'all.
wait a minute. I was like, wait a minute. You sexually assaulted?
You got it.
I got it. Y'all gonna get like a 15-second snippet. I can't give you.
That's all I got. 15 seconds.
Okay, here we go.
That's
Here we
all.
go.
Hey, don't make me slide on you. I got God on my side and the squad down the right. Hey, don't make me slide on you. I don't focus on revenge. God say he won't.
That's it.
That was like 10 seconds. That wasn't 15.
Oh, you want 5 more? I can give you 5 more.
Hey, I want to check
November.
it out. I like it. If I can put it on my
Yeah,
thing,
sound good.
put it on my
November
rotation.
15th, man. Y'all go check that
November
out.
5th.
Oh, 5th. I'm sorry. I said 15 because I'm thinking 15. My bad. November 5th, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all check that out. And,
We're going to play it in our next show, too, whenever after the 5th, right?
All right, perfect. We'll play it on the show. We'll definitely
Listening
play it on the
party.
show. Listening
Hey,
party.
get your
everybody
popcorn ready.
I'm telling you, man.
I
That's
give you
all
some
we.
of that Bayside popcorn.
Oh, Lord.
That's all we got today, ladies and gentlemen, man. I think we done said enough today, man. It's your boy B.
Coach A.
Uncle
Say
Punch.
something, Telly.
I went quick.
Chef Jimbo.
It's your boy Friday Night Lights.
All right, man. We get at y'all next week. Y'all stay tuned.
They wasn't worried about me last year. When the cashier sent me to my car when I came short, now I got the game torn. They either hate it or love it. Slim chances on advances, I just balance the budget. Fuck it, free my niggas on my Harriet Tubman. They said I'd never be the greatest, that's a scary assumption. But now I'm buzzing like the last shot. Got these lame tired old niggas about to pass out. Pass it while I'm still hot.